Hey, sis.
Hey, all right. What up? How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Working as always, grinding.
Hey, all right. What up? How are you today? Okay,
I'm
let me
doing
think.
all right. Working. What's up, LBZ?
What's up, man?
What's
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck Merlin ain't send my goddamn state taxes. I'm wondering if they fucking with me.
Dang, I ain't got mine back yet either, man. I've been filed my shit a while ago.
Yeah, I filed mine in February, man. What the
Me
fuck is
too.
that?
The beginning of February, like February the 6th.
Yeah, I filed it once they found out that we found out the cocksucker.
Right, so I
Right,
can hurry up and get my money just in case he shut down the government again.
exactly. So
You know what?
it's turning out that
We're waiting in New Jersey too.
for real,
Yeah,
man. It's this son of a bitch. It's Trump bitch ass, man.
yeah, it's his bitch ass. I
Right.
can go with putting it on him.
Where's my damn fish sandwich at, man?
I ain't never my state tax be this late.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not alone.
One of these damn kids stole my fish sandwich.
They stole your fish sandwich.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of this bullshit, man. Huh?
Look, you had to hold
I
that
can't get
egg.
any respect, man. I can't get no respect.
Nope,
Hey, Michael,
nope.
shalom.
You the Rodney Dangerfield.
You all right, Mike?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You on the road?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Mike,
Or like, when are you not on the road?
where you at, Mike?
I'm in Tennessee right now, big brother.
Tennessee?
Royal.
Whoa. Whoa. Somebody got a lot of feedback going on.
A lot of feedback.
Okay. True Royal?
Yes.
Oh, hi. I'll say hello.
Hello.
Okay, you heard a lot of feedback.
That's me. Excuse me. Let me get myself together.
Okay. All right, y'all. We got a lot to discuss. I'm beside myself with the Cardi B stuff.
Retardy B.
What did she say again? Something about how she was tricking people for money?
Yeah, she was talking about, she prostituting herself.
Yeah, she bragging about. Look, now in one breath, she bragging about prostituting herself on every song. Then mad at the black women who say she's a prostitute and a former stripper. So she gonna sue them. But then what she said was, y'all keep forgetting, my nigga, how I used to drug these niggas and rob them.
Yeah, she's talking about black men. She would drug black men up in hotels and rob them. She said it like it just flowed off of her tongue, like it was just something natural that she did all the time.
And these Negroes need to stop allowing this shit. They let anybody come in the goddamn community and say and do whatever the fuck they want to. All right? And she the first person to run out here and talk about how she's not black. Well, can you please stop using the N-word, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the thing, said too. You got a bunch of busters out here that allowed themselves to get robbed by her. So really, I gotta blame them for making this a fucking story.
That's true.
Nah, not just that. I mean, I feel you, KD. It's a lot of thirsty ass niggas out there. But like Willie B said, 9 times out of 10, them motherfuckers was gonna give her money anyway. She ain't had to rob them.
That's right.
That just show you what she think of us.
But I want you to think of the irony of this. Bill Cosby is in jail because of accusations of drugging women and having sex with them. This prostitute is admitting that she did it.
Right.
She ain't even trying to hide the shit.
And it ain't no problem. Everybody still gonna play all her songs. Everybody still gonna love her.
Exactly.
If you want to know who the most hated group of men is in the world, look no further than us, gentlemen.
Yep.
Motherfuckers, look, think about it. White people made an industry off of people bragging on killing us. White people made an industry off of letting young black men lie about their career criminal exploits when they really weren't criminals. Some of these brothers came from good homes.
Right. Didn't even live in the hood. Singing about living in the hood, rapping about being in the hood, but never even lived in the hood.
Even lived in the hood. And these motherfuckers let everybody come in our music genre and make money. Everybody. And let everybody say the N-word. Anybody who comes in our music genre is allowed to call us nigga.
Yeah.
And now we allowing a prostitute to rob our men, and niggas is celebrating that shit, listening to her.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Giving her street credentials and showing her love and propping her up like she ain't no goddamn body. I don't care for her music. I don't give a damn about what the fuck she has to say. They go ahead and talk in this extra ghetto slang. Black people don't talk like that, man. We don't talk like that.
Exactly.
And
nothing but a damn skank.
Right.
And women that look like her are a dime a dozen. Okay, I'm sorry, but
and Santee, the add insult to injury, the bitch got an award from BET of all fucking places.
Right, for mimicking what they claim black people act like. That's what she got an award for. It wasn't for her musical talent. I don't see that. Where is that? She's like, oh, I work hard. I work so hard. Bitch, you stole somebody else's whole style. Okay? We need to stop letting these outsiders run up in the spot and get crowns and trophies off of taking our music. Like the professor, what you call it, the professor over there said, if every black person was to stop making music here year to date, all they would do is recycle our shit and act like it was theirs originally. That's it. Nothing new would be made anywhere. Shit, she's a raggedy motherfucker. My whole deal with this is like, all right, black folks can sit there. You can, a person feels so bold. She feels so bold to tell you, yeah, I used to drug you niggas and rob you. And it's like, huh?
I got piggyback on something that True Royal Son said, in a podcast like a while ago. If we quit creating shit, these motherfuckers would not live.
I wanted to break in real quick. Lisa, Roland Martin family got a few hundred people on his hangout. It just ended. It just ended. He was over there talking about Jesse Smollett. So he finally was able to, do a little something.
Royal, he probably bought them.
Crazy, man.
But I'm looking at he was able to
bought them. Royal, how do you go from having 7 people to having hundreds?
Well, wait a minute, Lisa. This morning, no, I seen 5.
Well, you saw 5 this morning. Okay.
Yes, I did. Well, and then just before I get on here, he got hundreds of people on a hangout. But look at what he was talking about. And because everything is hotter than a firecracker. Y'all just don't know how hot it is.
Yeah, today is the news cycle today was on fire.
I'm watching. It's hot on TV right now and stuff.
I don't have a TV, True Roy. You know I don't get down with TV.
The mayor of Chicago, fuck him. I can't believe that this bitch did. I'm so angry. I have to get it off of me. This bitch is sitting here shaking his head. He was on TV just a few minutes ago. He can't believe that all of this is happening. And I'm thinking, Laquan McDonald, how the fuck do you dismiss 16 bullets?
Right.
The white boy gets him.
Is that Rahm Emanuel's ass?
He was the key person. He was the key person when I first started my channel. He was the key person that hid this shit. Gave the money to the people behind the scenes so he could be reelected as a mayor, and he's sitting up here feeling like he outdone. It shows you how they don't give a damn. They all in their feelings. At the end of the day, that shit wasn't nothing if he did or if he didn't. How do you dismiss 16 bullets? I said, this bitch is outdone over that. But you didn't get upset or get on TV talking about when Jason Van Dyke's wife get up there making a fool of herself and all that. Y'all have very selective outrage. Very selective. I'm just really outdone with it. And then you got that coon ass Negro, the chief of police of Chicago. He's sitting up there they angry.
Oh, I can't stand. That's the black chief of police they got. Yeah. I can't stand that man.
What are you angry about?
Yeah, that's that grapefruit head Negro. I know who you're talking about. The one with the small, he got a neck like Roy
I call him we shall overcome niggas. But the level of anger, white folks is upset, just like when they said not guilty for there it is again, not guilty for OJ Simpson. I remember where I was when that shit happened. I was still working at the time. Y'all angry? Y'all full of shit.
They sure are, because they murder more than anybody on the face of the earth.
In their feelings.
Well, I'm on Twitter right now with Rahm Emanuel and lighting his ass up.
Yeah, he need to be lighting up.
Hey, Rahm, answer me this. Were you this pissed off about John Burge? Exclamation point. So we're going to send that to him and see what he has to say about that. Because, Rahm here
is low down.
No, he ain't low down. He exactly what I expect. Look, that's what you expect from a small hat devil.
Right. He's a Jew. Right. This
is what you expect. He's
not even this upset over the damn shootings over the weekend, and no camera captured anybody doing the shootings in Chicago.
He act like he about to lose it. He literally act like he about to lose it.
Well, the good part is he's almost done with his term.
Yeah, he need to fucking go, all of them.
And it's a good thing. He was there way too long, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the way the shit that he left there and the shit that he did, that's how bad he wanted to be, to get a second term as being the mayor of Chicago, and he really did those people a disservice and stuff. But it just shows you how these people really get down. I'm glad that we have Mr. Superboy really telling the truth over there, because a feel for your city. What's really going on and everything. But this is one of these ones right here, black folks. This is one of these ones where they in they feelings. Y'all came up there with your top brass, talking all your shit. They've been parading brothers back and forth on TV. And the one, this should show you how they get down. The one that get away with it. The fucking one. And we got to keep watching millions of our people get fucked over. The one to get away. That's the shit that gets my goat. That really gets my goat. That's why I'm the way I am. I will not waver. The one to get away. Y'all trip off of that. We got to have that same type of attitude and never, ever forget. You got to have relentless drive on these people. Never give them a pass. Don't even let the one get away.
Well, he shouldn't be upset. If anything, the police were the ones that botched that shit up.
Sure did. They put it out there.
He needs to turn his frustration on them.
That it was leaking shit out, even at the hospital.
That's right.
Going through the dude's record and stuff. And you talk about the one, I would take advantage of the system. You fuck up. That's the American way. Take advantage of them. Get you a lawyer. And let them and get you a good one where they just pick apart every fucking mistake you make. Y'all was just too braggadocious. That's what your ass get. Take your system and throw it back in your face.
That's right. That's why folks need to stop with all this. Of course, they're always going to ask black folks, do we forgive? Nobody else has asked that.
No, they want us to be fair. They want us to be fair. Fuck a fair.
Right.
This is
Do
war.
you forgive after you violated us, put the royal fuck to us, and done everything up underneath the sun? Hey, black folks, do you forgive?
No,
I don't never see that. I
No,
never see
Well,
that question passed around to
you know
anybody
what?
else.
My answer is and always will be no.
no,
Right.
because the question that I want to ask is, where is it fair in this fucking war? See, some
No,
of our folks be doing that shit.
That's the thing we must overcome as black folks. They ain't concerned about being fair. They never been concerned about being fair. The problem is we are so concerned about how things look and being fair and stuff, and we really need to let that mess go.
Man, fuck all that. Most of these people most of our people want to play nice and play with the fucking rules. Fuck the rules. This is war.
Yeah, that's right. It's war. It sure is.
People that wrote the rules won't even follow them. Why are you concerned about following?
But they want us, see, they always come to us to be fair. When it's time to execute stuff with us, now it's time to be fair and stuff. Fuck a fair. I'm telling you, our folks be doing that shit behind the scenes. That old fair shit. We got a lot of backstabbers in our community and stuff because they know our nature, and that has ruined us. Well, my father, I know what that man, he drilled me right when he told me this. Let me say this real quick, and I didn't understand what he meant at first. He said, if you have enough food, he said you got a white baby and a black baby, but you only got enough for one. He asked me, which one would you feed? I was honest. I said I would split it in half and give it to each one because of who I am, who my heart is. Now, he asked me this years ago. I would let that motherfucking baby die now because that's what got us into trouble. You feed your own. Let the other ones drop dead, but we got good, compassionate hearts. And that done got us in the way, and we're not always obedient. We can't go against the grain. When the Most High tell us to do something, we have to execute it to the fullest and stuff. Because I was like, there's no way I can let a white baby starve to death. No, I can't do that. Let them keep living. Like I keep telling my children, Mom, you're being unfair. I said, keep living. And then come on back to me. And then they come back crying because of the way these fuckers get down.
And you gotta understand that. Look, these folks out here, they learn racism from their parents. This is something that's pushed through their culture.
They white ass mama.
Right. They're not. Don't nobody. You just wake up with this vitriol and come out the womb with this in your heart. I believe the devil is the devil, and that's exactly who he is. Right.
We better recognize.
But in the same lines of that, like, there's no way in hell that these peckerwoods and these murderers out here running around here are not learning and getting this information from their racist ass grandfather, their mothers, their father, and everything else. And not just that, but the way that they move around black folks and how many black people have they seen enter their homes.
Why every year we keep seeing year in and year out blackface?
Yeah.
Because they learned it in the household right along with race.
Do you know how ancient blackface is? Damn.
But it's like I said in my video. Because you've been saying it since the days of Ralph Northam in college.
Right.
That's just the tradition. Look, racism, white supremacy is a college pastime. It's a tradition that they pass down from generation to generation, looking down on the colors, laughing at their fraternities, and all that little shit. That would be funny. It'd be white fraternities and black fraternities. You don't never see them motherfuckers together.
Never. Never.
You sure don't.
I mean, well, Psalms 58:3 tells us straight out the gate who these fucking devils are. These are devils estranged from the fucking womb, telling lies and spreading their fucking evil.
We keep telling our folks who these people is, and you know what it's like. This is how I'm so serious about what I do. You can have a telescope on me. You're not gonna catch me saying one thing and doing something else. And if you doing that type of shit, y'all need to get away. You're going to be exposed. In some kind of way, it's going to come out. Some kind of way it's going to come out. It's going to affect you in some kind of way that you are not down for your people. I'm not playing with this. We got to stop playing with it. These people are serious. We got to realize They are watching their self die. You don't want to watch yourself die, you know? And we have no business helping them give them life or anything else like that. But they're desperate and they're vicious, and it's going to get more vicious. And you have to ask yourself some questions. Or I mean, are you serious about this? Or are you just talking? There's a lot of people out here talking, and they're not really doing what they need to be doing for their people. First, take care. I always say your immediate situation. We naturally do what we need to do. It'll bleed out into the community. But you gotta realize in this war, this motherfucker is dying. They losing power. They being exposed every day. They gotta win. They gotta win. They gotta win. They gotta win. But remember what I said about we done won this war already, and you see how the enemy is reacting to a battle. Now we didn't win a battle today. You see how they're reacting? You see how they're reacting? So we
For real.
we got to continue to win battles, and that keeps renting space in their head. Don't ever take no pressure off of these motherfuckers.
Honestly, though, honestly, we ain't win no battle. Ain't nobody on this panel gay.
No. I'm not talking about that, LVZ. What I'm talking about is something psychological in the art of war and stuff. Because I have said long ago, 9 times out of 10, when we have won the war, but we will react to these little small battles like they done won the war. You can't give them that. You can't react like that. You can't give them that. It's psychological. So they psychologically beat up right now over the one. And we got to relentlessly keep dealing with millions of shit that they keep prancing in our face. It's all psychological at the end of the day. We have to be stronger than that. And we know how to do that. So right now, the one is fucking them up. That's a good example of how they really get down. You don't take the pressure off of these people, because the ultimate goal is to totally wipe them out. You don't give them no life at all. Because we didn't see too many examples. Look what they did in Haiti. They whipped their ass and then they put them on a ship and sent them back. No, you were supposed to kill the rest of them because they was going to come back. So they didn't execute that right, because we got good, compassionate hearts. So we're going to have to ask ourselves some questions. If you ain't down for the count, you ain't down for it. Mike said that when we were talking about ADOS. You got to be willing to die for this shit. Are you planting seeds before for our royals and stuff? We're planting these seeds. These kids are people even older than me. They tired of these people lying to us. We keep seeing me and Lisa this morning was looking at the ages of the coon caucus. These motherfuckers in their 80s. I think the oldest one, Lisa, was 83.
Yeah.
I said, damn. Lisa said they gotta go. They got to go.
Now, even though she is Somali and all that, I gotta give a shout out to Ilhan Omar, because she's taking it to these motherfuckers.
No, Katie. No, let me have this one, y'all. Katie, she does not want us to have reparations.
Who is that? Who is she? What is her name?
That Somalian chick.
The Somalian woman.
They've been dragging.
That Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, I'm not.
She does not want us to have reparations.
Right. I ain't giving none of them.
No, we ain't down with her.
Yeah, we were supporting her and all of that. And then her monkey ass gonna sit up and say that shit. I was reading, because a lot of them are down there. What's that, in Missouri or Minnesota or wherever they at? A lot of those Somalians go there. They get refugee money. But she don't think we deserve anything at all.
Right.
Shut your fucking ass up and stuff. I don't care what. Pence dragged her yesterday. She on her fucking own. You arrogant bitch. You on your own.
You tell them hold them damn nuts.
You on your own
nuts.
Well, them Jews are dragging her ass. They can keep dragging her as far as I'm concerned.
You hold them nuts.
Shit about her.
We black folks have been fighting other people's battles forever.
And we ain't jumping on nobody else's bandwagon. Not up in here.
Yeah, somebody always got something to say about what we some little kids. I'm gonna hold your hand and put the money in the program.
Fuck that. I don't even care about that. The bottom line is she is not ADOS. Mm-hmm. And she should not be in this conversation at all.
She ruined it right there.
This ain't her fight. Her ass ain't floating over here from Somalia. Fuck her.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Fox News and them racist ass Republicans can have your ass. All right. Black folks, I'm not jumping out on a limb for nobody but us. That's it. This is where we lost out, and you lose favor, and all these people coming over here and getting more benefits than us, caping for people and showing people love and giving them props. Fuck these people. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they go behind their closed doors and do what everybody else been doing to us here in America.
Exactly.
You know what I was thinking? We all have, a story somewhere, and we have heard the elders probably when we were younger, and they didn't passed on how property been taken or something that happened. I think about my grandfather. He lived to be 88 years old. I never told y'all how he lost that arm. He could have saved that arm, but due to racism, he was driving a truck, a delivery truck. Another truck hit his arm by accident. My grandfather's arm dangled. He had to drive to the nearest hospital in Texas because he knew he had enough in his mind to know that the white folks weren't going to help him. And I don't know how many miles it was. That part I don't know and stuff. But my grandfather, I watched all my life, that man with one arm, and he lost his arm due to racism. That's what he lost his arm to, due to racism.
All right, now we got a video that I want to show you on Twitter. And this guy, Jamion B. Fowler, caught James Clyburn. And I just want you to hear what this cooning ass nigga said.
Oh, I heard it. I saw it.
Okay, for those of you that didn't see this, you gonna be fuming mad. Hold on now. Let's see here.
Breakfast. You can tell, right?
Let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's do some social work.
All right, hold on.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah, pick your nose, James. Pick your nose.
Cash payments to come out of reparations. You're going to wait forever. It's not going to happen. So what you got to do, let me just talk. Let me put that in my face.
Why are you touching me?
Okay, all right. I'm going to leave you alone.
Cut the check. Tell Nancy Pelosi to cut the check.
Yeah.
You do that for me?
She's the treasurer.
Cut the check. Somebody better cut the check.
Well,
reparations are owed, sir.
Talk to the
ADOS, you're not going to run away from this issue, Congressman.
Oh, I'm not trying to run away from it.
It seems like you are. You're walking away right now.
Oh.
Cut the check, Congressman. Cut the check. Okay. ADOS, you're not going to walk away from this, Congressman. ADOS is everywhere. Cut the check.
What is going on with you? You didn't get your breakfast on time.
I got plenty of breakfast.
Well,
you can tell, right?
Let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's do some social work.
See, this is why sometimes these older people need a good glass of shut the fuck up.
That's right.
You know, the old guard have been in place so long, they have literally made themselves irrelevant. You know, and James Clyburn just is sitting here talking about, well, this is never going to happen. It's impossible. Fuck you. We're going to keep talking about this issue. This issue is not going to leave the table. You, Maxine Waters, all you 70, 80, 90
all you soft shoeing civil rights
motherfuckers, you need to get to all of y'all need to be voted out.
Right.
We don't need these old ass coons repping for us. They don't rep for us anyway.
Yeah, they don't represent us. They do not represent us.
They weren't doing shit for us.
And you know what?
That's the whole problem. They never did. They got their shot in the 70s, and they was rubber stamping everybody from Carter all the way down to this fucker.
That fucker thing. He thought we might have to watch that again. That fucker thought that shit was funny.
He laughed.
He laughed,
smiling.
And he's
not even taking it seriously, y'all.
We gotta support our foot soldiers.
That we can do is not show up to the damn poll.
No, he should be, and I agree with that. But he should be forced to be uncomfortable every time he steps out his home. I don't care if he goes to get gas, when he goes to Walmart, wherever he goes, he should be forced to be uncomfortable. All right, he goes to tie his shoes somewhere. Somebody should be standing right there. Because
go ahead. Terrell, remember the video I did about calling their ass out way before this ADOS shit got started?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
done
you gotta
pointed
call 'em
out ever since they gotten there since the damn 70s, right around the same time the Black Panther Party. These the same motherfuckers that represent the damn enemy the entire
Lisa,
time.
they asking to see it
Number one,
again.
go some goddamn where and retire already.
No.
Steinburn is
Coffin ready, nigga.
78 years old.
What you call it?
Maxine Waters is 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody we
All
seen
of
was
these
83.
people need to get the fuck on and retire. You know,
Mhm.
they're old. They just want to get there and do the same nothing they have done for decades.
Mm-hmm.
They need to move the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
They've been getting millions and millions off the black vote for years. They already fat and happy.
Oh, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out.
I'll play it again since some people want to see it again. Look at him picking his old nasty nose.
Yeah, picking in his nose.
Look at him. Look at this Sambo. Look at him.
Picking his damn nose.
This is disgusting. You wonder why the youth out here don't respect the old heads today. Look at him.
Let's be quiet so we can take that all in, so people can hear it.
Hold on, I'll start it over. Y'all like that nose picking, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Yeah. You did wrong.
Listen, the booger man, the boogeyman, the booger man. Digging in your nose for it.
Forever. It's not going to happen. So what you got to do, let me just talk. Let me put that in my face.
Why you touching me?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Cut the check. Tell Nancy Pelosi to cut the check.
Yeah.
You do that for me?
She's the treasurer.
Cut the check. Somebody better cut the check.
Well,
reparations are owed, sir.
Talk to the
ADOS.
See how he's smiling? He's not even taking the conversation.
Yeah, it's funny. Okay, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah,
All right.
it's hilarious to him.
All right. Well, how about we'll check this out? How about 4 more years of Trump then? How about that? You want to play games, do you? All right. You know what they getting ready to be doing? They about to be over here fighting for these damn racist ass Republicans to go vote for them. That's what they getting ready to be doing.
You know what? You know what pissed me off, Santee? I was checking into a clip of Kamala Harris hangout. I see fucking coons behind her. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's what they do. See, the thing is, it's all about taking inventory and stock. There ain't no need to even be shocked about it. You got to see who the players is. We in this age of exposure. Be happy that they showing their ass. See, some of our folks don't have.
We need to see who the sellouts are.
Yeah.
This
Thank
got to be
you.
exposed. It must be exposed.
Yes. And be in the age that we are in, people are like peacocks. They don't even give a damn. Yeah, I'm doing what I want to do. Okay. Yeah.
And what's the deal for smiling and giggling and looking all nervous and trying to run away? And
think it's funny.
Right.
The dude think it's funny. His thing is, I got my shit secured. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, Lisa. Now, I forgot how long he's been in office, but he's been in there for a number of years. Do you know this man not a millionaire?
He's been in there since 1993.
He don't got no money, not no real money. Because when you in a situation like that, as long as he's been in there, you're going to become a millionaire. He got a few, what was about 300,000 or 400,000 in the bank, Lisa?
400,000.
Yeah, he ain't no millionaire. Oh, he a good one. He regulates himself. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. When you are in that world, you literally to this day got lobbyists that bring suitcases of money. To this day, they still do that shit. And that's the only money you got. Oh, that gives you a measure of how this is a good one. That's a good one. He's scared to death. Even when he be cooning and he in his house by himself. Ain't nobody watching you. Calm down. Let you coon and, He probably coon in his sleep.
And it's like the thing that kills me. The bitch was on interview saying no, said fuck the Negro. And then I see Negroes behind her. I'm like, come on now.
Them do-gooders. Them good ones. I like seeing people get exposed. I'd be like, oh, so there's another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even, my feelings ain't even wrapped up in it. I'm just glad that I see who the players is and keep it moving.
Yes. you know. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm going to share my screen again. All right. LVZ, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
All right, look, I want your comment on this. All right, we're going to look at the ages of these people. James Clyburn, born July 21st, 1940, age 78. 78 years old.
That's a broken man. He been in South Carolina a long time. Cool.
Yeah, now listen to this. John Lewis.
My blood on the Austin Pettis Bridge. I'm good. Come on.
79 years old. 79. He has been in the House of Representatives since 1987.
And as I stood there with Dr. King on the Austin Pettis Bridge, and I left my blood there in Selma, but I was getting in good trouble.
Keep hearing that same fucking story. Like Lisa said, I'm tired of hearing him about that same story, getting his ass beat.
Right.
About the time he took ass. You know that's a good ass whooping. He keep talking about. Most of them forget.
Every time it's time to vote. When it's time to vote, you got to hear about how somebody broke shoe leather off in his ass. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Exactly. I thought where we from, right? Nigga, you ain't supposed to keep talking about the L you took. You supposed to get back and fight him every time you see him.
Right.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Man, ain't no real nigga from the hood about to talk about no fucking L. I sure as hell will be talking about no fucking L.
And let's not forget, this August, he wants to commemorate us, and we're gonna have that watermelon chicken party. All right,
man.
I'm serious.
Because you know I was looking forward to that too, right?
Oh Lord.
Man, I bought me a couple jogging suits.
That's what that's as much as y'all can do. These Negroes is playing. What was that other one you just showed, Lisa?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna I'm coming back.
But are you serious? You said watermelon and what?
Chicken party.
Oh,
I'm serious. He put out a bill to commemorate Black people.
No.
And what they gonna do is have a chicken party.
You know why? Because it's a do nothing thing.
Yeah, they support that.
Right.
I mean, we're gonna have fried chicken on the Austin Pettis Bridge.
Yeah.
We're gonna have ketchup that's gonna signify my blood, and we're gonna put it on the chicken and have good trouble. Man, that
yeah. Now, Frederica Wilson, 76 years old. And she's been in the 24th district. She's from where my uncle's from, Miami Garden. And in fact, he knows where she lives, not far from where he lives. And she's been in Congress since 2013.
But she's been in office way much longer than that.
Oh, no, she was a local politician before then. But I'm talking about her time in Congress.
Yeah.
So that's the same. So that's the same one that John Kelly done shitted on.
You breaking up, KD?
You breaking up, big homie.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was saying, ain't that the same woman that John Kelly done shitted on?
Yeah.
Yeah. He called her an empty barrel?
Yeah, which is just blatantly racist, exactly.
Yeah. I remember there was an incident. I had did a video, I think 2 years ago, where some Black guy had got shot, and she was up there talking about, oh, we don't do this. You know, I didn't set up a program where we got a good relationship with the police. We don't do that. I said, oh, Lord, here this woman.
Yeah. All right, let's get through this. I can't stomach no stories on police.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
Okay. Maxine Waters, 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, y'all, these ain't nothing but all old relics. I mean, let's face it. They are satisfied with massa. They don't want anything to change.
Maxine,
why
let it go.
all this resistance. So now we got Sheila Jackson Lee, 69 years old, been in the 18th district of the House of Representatives since 1995.
Ooh, that's a long time, Lisa.
And the crazy thing about it is, Lisa, that both of them bitches up there, you know, Mammy and Sheila Lee, they both got bagged up of a fucking Planned Parenthood that killing up our royal babies. Ain't said shit about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, KD, I'm more appalled at the fact that she hasn't changed her hairstyle.
I'm about to say no, bro. I ain't even tripping out. Look, I like I keep saying, don't get tracked by these sidebars, KD. Motherfucker do what a motherfucker want to do. You ain't gonna raise the baby, so don't be talking about what they do with it. So if you ain't gonna do that, leave that alone. Really, what it's about is this. These people ain't do nothing for the community.
No.
I don't care nothing about abortion. I don't care nothing about none of that shit. All that shit is your choice. You can go do, I don't give a fuck what you do. You can shoot dope. I'm going to look at you and say, you shooting dope, boy? That's all the fuck I'm going to do, because I ain't going to do that shit. So we got to worry about controlling ourselves, not everybody else, and what everybody else do. That's them white people when we get the penis watching and womb watching. Get a sidetrack. We get the penis watching. We don't need sidetrack off that. All we need to be focused on is all these old ass relics, these Jurassic jackasses sitting up here getting voted in, saying the same shit they've been saying since the We Shall Overcome days. I told you, and I'm going to keep saying it from now on. And for real, we got to start hitting them with this. Look, the fact that you marched with Martin Luther King don't mean shit to me. I'm a Malcolm X guy. And furthermore, it don't mean shit to me that you marched with Dr. King when he done got shot in the neck and your cruddy ass still walking around. It's only proof that the good die young and the old ass coons are left to live.
Well, first of all of anything that you did with Dr. Martin Luther King, that shit ain't relevant no more. Dr. King been dead, what, 50 years now?
Wow.
He been dead longer than he been alive.
Okay. I mean, come on now. And just looking at the age of these people and the fact that they've been in office for decades and have not gotten anything done, we all should be outraged about it.
And a lot of our folks got to remember this, because some don't know this. Now, we know Obama served 2 terms. Not one time did the Coon Caucus and Obama ever sat down to have a meeting. Right. Not one time. That was an opportunity to get at least one thing pushed. One thing.
Real talk. That was around the time that the ADOS should have been pushed.
Last time we heard them be real vocal was over immigration. Okay, that wasn't even for us. And that says a lot about these Negroes, and they have no agenda for their own people. And
no loyalty to us. No loyalty. Look at the disrespect. They got more fucking vocal over the Migos stand than they do over Look. You would think that these old ass servants would be cool with the reparations because they would get a check too. But you know what? They already got one.
Yeah, that's the thing, LBC.
We can't even get them to talk about our people getting shot in the back by the cop.
Sure can't. Remember how the motherfuckers was protesting up there in DC? They was in the office sitting on the floor, John Lewis hollering and screaming, and we're gonna I said, look at this shit.
Yeah. What about the Baptists? What the fuck?
I'll go back to jail again. I'll go back. I said, I can't believe this.
When I was on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, I was standing there just for these Mexican kids to be able to stay safe and get in good trouble.
I'm too through.
That's the thing. They'd rather hug the homos than care about somebody that got the same skin color as them. Oh, let's hug a homo thing. Get the fuck out of here.
They something else.
Yeah. So they don't work for us. These old house Negroes. gotta go. I'm sorry. They've been. Look, how what do you want to do? Stay there until you become a damn skeleton? I'm serious. They gotta go. They're past retirement age.
Like Yvette Carnell call them. These are the gatekeepers. These are these motherfuckers that be sitting there holding shit back. They might look like they're handing out something. They ain't handing out shit. I was telling Lisa, even though she's down in Southern California, when you see Maxine Waters, she handing out turkeys. That shit ain't gonna help nobody. A fucking turkey once a year.
And she had half of them to the fucking illegals in her district.
Yeah, that's true too. But that they ain't gonna do nothing.
No.
Yeah, them black people. That's who they are. They block every goddamn thing. These the same old motherfuckers that sit in the goddamn churches. They act the same goddamn way. They shit on everybody else that's black because they got a little money in the bank. Fuck everybody else. I got mine now. Niggas get yours. That's how they think. That's how they look. See how that old fucker was acting a while ago on that video, picking their goddamn nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the name of the game has always been this, family. Okay. And usually you see other black folks falling for it. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and go at Trump. He's a racist. He's this. He's that. You know what? You know what I respect about Donald Trump that I do than these other dried up jokers and these people in suits talking this bullshit to us? At least he's open with his white supremacy. I can see that. All right, it's not hidden. Okay, I trust you. Trust the devil, you know, compared to the devil that children. That's hiding.
Sandy, I want to see it.
Look, 43 years ago, I marched across the bridge in Selma. It's easier than the decision that I have to make. But I have to make it.
Listen to this.
You're saying this decision is harder than the Selma March?
It was much tougher. All I had to do in Selma in 1965 to put on my trench coat, my suit, my backpack, and walk, look straight ahead.
That's all you did.
But
Congressman, you got your head beaten in. Your face was covered with blood.
But this is tougher. Dealing with I love people that I admire.
Oh, Lord, help me, help me, help me.
Listen, you know what he was talking about? He was saying right there, it was harder to pick Barack Obama over Hillary Clinton than it was to get beat up in Selma. And the lady even said to him, Congressman, you had your head beaten in. Fuck you mean it was harder to vote for Barack than it was for Hillary Clinton? Yeah, and that's these people that I admire.
Yeah.
And I love.
Well,
I love these white people.
Hello?
Yeah,
yeah.
My bad, I'm back. When you just put it on, my brother had called me, so I didn't answer to make sure everything was okay.
I'm gonna keep it real about Trump. He's helping this country in this motherfucker faster. That's what I love about him. He's in this motherfucker.
Look. If Donald Trump's name he was some black guy named Tyrone, he would be underneath the prison 2 years ago. Okay? The deal is they letting you know, they showing you hardcore white supremacy right in your face, and then letting you know how much hardcore white supremacy can get away with. You see that dumbass IG report came out on Friday last week, and people sitting around with their lip poked out because they invested so much.
The Democratic Party they thought they was going to use that also for this next election that's coming up and stuff. And no. The Democratic Party need to continue to get exposed. They ain't never did shit for black folks, and you want us. They trying to tell us what we gonna focus on and stuff. So they gonna say, well, you know he racist. We already know that shit.
Yeah, who cares? All right, give me my check. Hand it over. Give it to me right here.
Y'all at the last minute. Y'all come down to these black communities, to the churches, begging for the vote and stuff, but they wait to the last minute. Symbolism, that shit ain't working no more. People gonna be using protest votes. I'm telling you. Watch how these people really vote.
After they get your vote from you, you don't see them until it's time to vote again.
I'm gonna say, go Trump, go collapse this whole motherfucker. Go ahead, boy.
What was that special election that they recently had? That damn pervert dude, that old pervert dude that they didn't the people were fighting to get out of office, and Trump was supporting them because they said he was going up to the malls chasing little girls and
was my man Roy Moore, man. I like little children. Roy.
They had some footage after, I forget that old lame duck that they voted in. This sister, it was a sister and two brothers. They was all outside getting ready to do an interview, and the dude was standing there. This the next day after the election, and she was just she was so elated, she was falling over herself. And they started asking him questions, and he immediately let folks know where he stand. He said, "Oh, I'm here for the people." He was letting these black folks know, that instant, it wasn't 24 hours, didn't really essentially pass. Yo, y'all done got me in the office. Now I'm here for the people. He didn't give a damn because he's nobody. He got in there because this dude is a pervert. And black women and brothers voted to get his ass in there, and it let you know instantly what he is on. And I said, look at this girl, she's not even paying attention. She's so busy cooning and so elated and worked real hard. He was done. That was it. Got to pay attention.
Because
that's why I keep.
They're not going to say anything to us solidly and put it on record, because then they will be held accountable to have to do it. They're going to give you symbolic stuff. Okay, they're going to give you things as far as a hug and coming together. And
ignore your ass.
On the back and hey, you can come out here. We'll invite you to the cookout. Come on, you can be a part of one of us.
If Lucifer's plate wasn't so damn large and it was just straight full of peanuts and pennies, they wouldn't be running these motherfucking offices and shit.
Well, their goal is to try to get us to vote for them, and they don't have to do nothing for us. And they don't realize that's the thing of the past.
And we'll either see you in 2 years or we'll see you in 4 years, depending on what's going on at that time.
Say #ADOS, they keep coming back and saying programs to us. Programs. We support their damn programs.
And those programs, they set those programs up in such a way that as long as you're failing at the program, they continue to get money.
Right.
Because they don't know what to do with you. They don't know what to do with you when you pass everything.
Right. They're going to these black people with criminal justice reform. Every black person is not a criminal. I'm sorry. So what do you keep bringing that up for when you come around the black community?
Well, just like trying to say,
you niggas got records, right? We're going to do criminal justice reform.
There you go. Right. And you hear it the same way.
Another thing that they're harping on, y'all, is, we're going to fix up the worst and most depressed black community. Well, we don't all live in the worst black community. Many of us live in suburbs. We live in rural areas. We live in metropolitan areas. All of us ain't in no damn depressed area. So if you fix up the hood, we ain't going to the hood.
I don't know. It's like, damn, like, what about the people that don't live over there? Okay.
They trying to tell you something. They gonna send your ass back to the hood. That's right. We're gonna fix it up, move you niggas back.
I mean, I know something about criminal justice. They thinking about how to put more brothers and sisters in that bitch. That's their version of criminal justice reform. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's all they want to talk about. And the thing is, that don't cover all black people. You can't even say that's part of reparations. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Right. Well, so you finally being fair about the way you sentence a motherfucker is reparations?
Right.
That's insulting as them saying Lincoln freed us was our reparation.
Oh yeah, they use everything they can. They use everything that they can use.
I heard welfare is your reparations. Well, all of us ain't welfare.
Look like white folks been getting reparations for years. Then, if you want to talk about welfare,
we didn't get welfare first. The New Deal didn't include us. Welfare only came in the New Deal after the Great Depression. Yes, I studied that, and we didn't get it. Blacks didn't get any welfare. We didn't get included in the welfare bill until the 60s.
Well, even when Negroes got welfare, we still got pennies on the fucking dollar. It wasn't like it was a bunch of dollars.
Right, I was about to say, when we finally got welfare, it was all ran through. Matter of fact, when we got welfare, it wasn't nothing to get. When they got welfare, they got free land, free food, free back. They got, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the welfare I remember it was government cheese and crackers. That's the welfare I remember.
No, for a while around here back in the day, they would fix up these abandoned homes and give them to people that were on welfare.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago, but they done cut that out a long time ago.
I heard about that program, Lisa. I did hear about that program.
And you know who got rid of it, Santi?
Yeah?
It was Bill Clinton. I didn't inhale, and you niggas don't need nowhere to live.
And see, that was a true example of a symbolism when you talk about Bill Clinton. Oh, he played a saxophone. People was making jokes, which was very, very insulting to the black man. Oh, he's in there cheating in the White House. Like, it's like, oh, we supposed to identify with negative stuff that's in our community and stuff. Not every black man cheat, not every black man is on the down low and all these different things like that. Bill Clinton is a good example again of symbolism. Oh, he's the first black president and all of that kind of stuff. It's like, we got to get out of that shit.
And you can see true disgust. Let me add to what she just said. Okay, when you see this filthy, disgusting piece of shit that's in there in the White House, and he's grabbing pussy, okay, he got all these women coming for sexual harassment. That lets you know, at least in that culture, when you see all these damn, what you call white supremacists running around here, and they cool and happy with all this bullshit going on around, well, maybe that's because for a lot of you jokers, that's what goes on in your house. You understand what I'm saying? You relate to that.
And who the fuck was rooting for Clinton when it came to the fucking 94 crime bill? These fucking same coons that we talking about right now.
Yeah,
they did a damn thing to stop them.
We need to keep up with what they don't hesitate. Like, for more protection for the police. Oh, the coon caucus is right there. Right on board. Right on fucking board.
Us forever, and they won't pass not one bill. And you got Bernie Sanders, old nasty racist ass, talking about we no money for reparations, but he was more than happy to sign that crime bill.
Yeah, we need
crime bill. He was more than happy to sign the bill that got us mass incarcerated.
We need to pay attention to how they vote.
And then
they're not capable of doing anything when it comes to anything for us, anything,
And then he tries to insult us by saying, well, there was other things attached to that bill. Fuck that. You signed a bill that caused the mass incarceration of the black community. Fuck all that attachment and all that mess.
Lisa, that link that you gave me on Ebony, I listened to that whole thing, and people were calling in to that brother, which they didn't break him. And here it was a bunch of white people, and here they start talking about, well, we need to let bygones be bygones.
No. We ain't letting there be no bygones.
Yeah, it's time to forget shit. Nope. Then the other one that they threw in his face, well, what about the poor people in the Appalachian Mountains and all that?
Aren't they mostly white people?
Yeah.
What about them?
Right? Then take care of your
the fuck about them. Tell them they up there fucking sheep and loving life.
Well, that's what they was throwing in this brother. I had to get that link and send it. It's a good 25-minute watch. How they can try to pepper us with stuff, and how we have to know how to come back at them if we ever encounter people like what you went through, Lisa.
About reparations. Well, what about poor white people? What about Natives? What the fuck about them?
Yeah.
No, this is for us.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, Lisa, this is they shitty ass paradise any fucking way. And I want to throw another motherfucker
I got
in
an easy motherfucking Cliff Note answer. Y'all know I had answers for all that shit. Motherfucker ask you some shit like that, all you say is, I don't remember seeing no pictures of them in the cotton field.
Right. That's right.
That's real easy. That's easy. See, that's child's play. When they hit me with that shit, I'm like, yeah, because it's a lot of pictures of them next to my ancestors in the cotton. Oh, no? Then they don't get shit.
You want to know who else was elated about the fucking 94 crimes bill? Fucking punk ass clown Joe fucking Biden. He was sitting there, you know, giving this bullshit deliberation, talking about, oh, we need protection. Oh, we need to lock this up. Oh, we need to do something else for him. I mean, he was fucking elated about the shit.
No, they want to talk about race. See, they start talking about what they'll start talking about is race relations, just coming up with all these diversion tactics and stuff. And we have to stop people at the door. We don't even entertain it. We got to remember that we got to stop entertaining useless conversations that have nothing to do with anything and let people know. We have to like really rehearse it almost. Let these folks know that shit is dead, rotten, and stinking. And we are standing 100% alone in this. Like you saying, like we was in them cotton fields. You think they came out there and said, let me help you a little bit? No.
Didn't even try. Didn't know who you were. Oh, they were back then saying, I'm glad I ain't no slave. I'm glad I ain't no slave. That's what they were doing back then.
Yeah. This link that I'm sending that Lisa sent me, Duke University professor shares his guidelines for slave reparations. And he an older brother up in age, but it's a good 25-minute listen because it's a good practice where you don't get thrown off guard. Because like what was the situation again, Lisa, that you had at the store where this white boy was talking about like on the cheating thing with the college scandal?
He said, well, we still got higher grades than black people. And you know I had to put that shit in check.
Yeah, we got to know how to shut it down real quick because they want you to get in that dialogue.
Higher grades in a rigged up system.
They want you to get in that They want you to get in that dialogue and start talking about some other shit. That's like with Sheila with Sheila Jackson putting up that little fake bill. That's just nothing but they want to, like I told Lisa, I can't stand the word investigations and studying. They the one and the same. They the one and the same. Or like when the situation that happened in Harvard where the sister was sleeping and they were talking about different incidents, racial incidents at that college. Well, you want to sit down and have listening sessions, and it's just black people talking real hard and upset and stuff. It's no progress in it. Nothing is moving, and that's where they want to stay stagnant.
Exactly. That's why I be sitting there saying when they say we need to have a conversation over. Look, I don't need to talk to you motherfuckers about why you racist. I could give a fuck less. All I need is my check.
Let me tell you something. I remember being a child back in the day in front of the TV, and they were saying the same shit back then. Well, we need to come together and just have a conversation about race. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need no reconciliation. We don't need no more talking about race. We don't need to be crying about, well, why are you treating us like this? Fuck that. Fuck that. The time of talking is over.
The only thing that I'm gonna agree with they motherfucking ass on is I want the end of their existence. I want the end of your existence.
In the comment section, you damn right. Cut the fucking check. There ain't nobody trying to have no conversation with these demons anymore. Because, the past has showed us it don't go nowhere.
And after they cut the check, give us the whole fucking planet back too while you're at it.
Cut my motherfucking check, and I'm gonna tell you what. We'll have a conversation after you cut my check in the line at the bank. We'll have all the conversations you want. You know what conversation we'll have? Can I have that in all 5?
Well, they gonna cut y'all the check. I want the whole fucking world. I want the planet. I want them gone. I don't want to see them motherfucking ass no more. That's my stance.
Yes. And some of y'all, if you have not read Dr. Claude Anderson's book on reparations, please get his book, because he goes through the step-by-step, who to talk to, the plan he put together. He laid the whole thing out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't talk to these little white people down the road. Those people ain't even going to be involved. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those are not the ones that are going to be able to do nothing for you. Don't waste your breath. And he even says that. Don't waste your time talking to the ones talking about, well, where the money going to come from? That's my taxpayer money. No, it isn't. Just
they asked that brother that too, Lisa. That very question that you're talking about. When I listened to that, and he had an answer for that too.
Yeah,
I mean, that brother was on it.
That's what I'm saying. Dr. Claude Anderson already spelled that out. You ain't got to talk to your white next door neighbor about reparations. No, they're not even going to be involved in that phase. Don't even waste your breath. I don't care what they object to. Fuck that. They were the same ones that object to slavery ending. Screw that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, civil rights was the same way that fucking reparations was. 68 opposed, 20 something for it.
Yeah. Oh, them opposing shit, that's nothing new. But those are not the white people to talk to, y'all. Don't waste your breath.
Yeah, we have to be very well versed and educated on this stuff. We got to know what we're talking about and stuff, because that the whole game is to irritate us and trying to redirect our energy. No, we control the energy. And as far as like give us our planet back, no, we taking it back. You don't wait for nobody to give you shit.
We ain't asking for reparations. We're demanding it.
Yes. Yeah, you got to be very clear in your language.
No. Here's the thing I was coming from. I wasn't talking about them, you know, asking them nice and all that. That's what I want. My deal is the fucking planet. Anything less than that, don't come to KD.
Yeah.
Well, that's how y'all can have the planet. All I need is Southeast DC and my motherfucking check. And my guns. Y'all can have the planet. I don't need all that shit. I ain't going no motherfucking way.
You don't need the whole pie. Just give you your one slice and that's it.
My motherfucking slice. Give me my guns. Give me Southeast DC. You step across that line, your ass is mine.
But you know, despite all that, the one thing that I really love is because we might as well start from the beginning of the year. The news cycle has been amazing. It's exposing shit so much. Because you know, we got this college scandal and they want that shit to die down. Y'all know I did a video today that the Duke University, they got to pay the government back $112 million because they've been faking and fabricating and scamming. Lisa said that a couple of days ago. She said they fake on everything.
Yeah.
All of this shit is coming out. It's so sweet. I love it. Oh, I love it.
I just love the fact that they stumbling all over their own faces and they collapsing on their own. I fucking love that part.
It just show you everything has to be rigged up. But the other thing that Lisa said, they rigged this shit for their favor and they can't pass their own shit. We can't help you. This your system. You can't pass your shit. I was watching the video that I did. They didn't up here. They tentacles is way up here. UC Berkeley. Some dude, Arab dude, had a dude fly up, take the test for his son, and then these motherfuckers want to jump up and say the students. They still keep hollering this stuff about the students didn't know what was going on.
They had to know.
No, that's not gonna fly.
They had to know. They had, and you know, that Felicity Huffman, her husband's son was one of the ones taking SATs for people.
Damn.
So one of them did have some sense, some brains.
All 20 of them, only one of them was actually
right. So you got, it's a process and everything. It's a process and stuff. First, you got to know that the motherfucker is dumb.
But even a broke clock is right twice a day. So I wouldn't even give that motherfucker credit.
So they had to know that how dumb they child is, it's amazing to me because I want to know who the mystery person that dropped down that what's that 6.5?
Yeah,
I want to know who that is.
Man, you must have really thought your kids were dumb. $6.5 million. Build your own school with that.
You sure could.
Build your own school. What you giving it to you for?
That's a United Negro College Fund. That's United Negro College Fund donation.
But Lisa, we can start right there with a brand new Negro Wall Street right there.
A lot of stuff with that. That's a lot of bread. Black folks ain't.
It's got to be dumber than a bag of rocks for you to have to lay down $6.5 million.
That's a lot of racks, Lisa. That's a lot of racks because I can hear me and my husband behind closed doors. He'd be like, that child of ours is dumb. I ain't paying no money. I said I ain't giving up nothing either.
We ain't gonna do that if you don't need to go. I know black people with money that ain't spending that kind of money. Man, they can pay for their kids to go to college. They tell niggas you better get
$6.5 million. You should be able to get a degree in every goddamn major.
You sure can. I know one thing. That's the time to send them to one of them programs.
But on some real stuff, though, if this don't let everybody know that this worthless ass, heathen ass college system is worthless, I don't know what the hell else to tell you.
Well, that's why I keep laughing when they say, well, the money should go towards education. Ain't nobody wants a little crackpot education. No, reparation should not go towards that. Take the money and build your own institution, but don't take these devils' education.
So they told on themselves with the story that you did with the young lady when they said that she had cheated. They told on themselves. Now I understand what's going on because it was just like, first they was like, well, how did she cheat? Because they watch us like a hawk and stuff. But that's giving me more insight. But check it out. We're gonna hear meltdowns and everything because now everybody eyes is on everybody and they can't go do what they used to do. These watch this shit is gonna happen very, very soon. Very soon. They really did themselves a disservice and stuff. They really have.
Well, it exposed a lot. You got people on the outside cheating. They got connections with people on the inside that's cheating. Every goddamn body is cheating, y'all.
They're stealing money because that story that I did, they said that even the dudes that got caught doing what they was doing, they was buying personal shit, clothes and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And just fabricate. And then the thing that gets me is they even, when you research it even further, Lisa, that they even had an inkling that they were cheating. They know that they cheating on top of that.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about all this is like the degrees are going up, and yet the stores, the closing of stores is going up too. So where the fuck they was gonna work at?
That's their problem.
Yeah.
These are going up.
Yeah, it's their problem. I'm not concerned about these old dumbass kids. And got them all teams, football teams, basketball teams, and they don't have an athletic bone in their body.
That's the part that still tickles me in LVZ when they Photoshop that shit and put that stuff on there. I can't get over that stuff. That shit is hilarious.
Like, motherfucker, that's Clyde Drexler body. That ain't your son.
Oh, and to show you how salty that they is, when I was doing one of my videos, all of a sudden Magic Johnson's picture pop up, and they're gonna say, well, Magic Johnson introduced the singer dude to the coaches. So what are you trying to say?
Yeah, they're trying to drag somebody black in it.
Yeah.
Man, nah, don't do Magic. Know who can play ball. Magic ain't vouch for him.
Yeah.
See.
So what could you introduce somebody to somebody? That don't have anything to do with that. They salty. Ooh, they salty.
Yeah.
I can see Magic now. I don't really know who that player is. He ain't that good, I've never seen him on a basketball court. Let's go and laugh. Nothing.
You got Dre's crazy ass coming out. I donated $70 million to you.
Oh Lord.
The richest ass USC.
He should be ashamed of himself.
I'm like, nigga, please shut up.
Donate all that damn money.
Just so campus police racially profile his daughter.
Well, Tupac once did call him out as a homo, so basically he just giving his money back to his friend. I guess so.
And we can't, Lisa. We can't leave out Michael. We can't leave out Michael. What's his name? Averati?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Mikey tried to fuck with Nike.
Yeah.
Mikey
tried to mess with Nike.
Mikey, don't mess with Nike.
Y'all should look at them court documents. All that child support he gotta owe, that spousal support he gotta pay for.
His life is a mess, y'all.
He was making threats, talking about he ain't fucking around.
Sound like somebody in the mob.
He was desperate. He was desperate.
I guess because his name is Avenatti, he could act like he was.
Oh, it's Avenatti? Okay. He said he wasn't fucking around. And I'm thinking, you dealing with Nike?
They got lawyers up the wazoo.
They laughing like shit. Michael Jordan sued his ass, isn't he? No, I'm not ever doing
it. They didn't take no time, but they said, well, it technically was 6 days, but to set him up took 3 days with the FBI people and everything. And he was gonna go. He had left like a subliminal message on Twitter, like threatening Nike, like I'm going with this news conference and stuff.
And LVZ, guess what?
What? Wow.
Michael Avenatti, not a public defender. He can't even afford a regular lawyer.
Avenatti.
Woo! You can't.
That's a broke ass lawyer right there. I'm about to say, how you a broke ass lawyer?
Got a public defender.
I screamed when I heard that shit. I said, "Boy, did your shit go down?" And his ex-wife is pissed with him, and she's singing like a canary, and stuff. This dude is dirt. I mean, when you told me about, and because they got to extradite him up here to Southern California, how he robbed a paraplegic. I said, "Oh, you dirty! You a dirty motherfucker!"
This guy
chasing R. Kelly.
The guy became paralyzed due to an accident, and Michael Avenatti took his money and spent his money, and that poor guy that got paralyzed from an accident didn't get nothing.
That's so low. That's terrible. That's a bad omen to have on you. But you know, I do have to admit, it threw me way off when I seen he had jumped over to this R. Kelly stuff. I said, "What is this about? What is he doing?"
He was broke. He trying to to run for that money now, chase that dollar, be quick to catch it.
Right. I mean, and the threats that he was making, and everything again towards R. Kelly, the energy just was weird because I said, he didn't went from one extreme to the next. And
then that whole Stormy Daniels said he did her wrong too.
She got to pay back money.
She gonna talk a little more on it in the next couple of days.
She better
how she sued and she got to pay.
Yeah, he was her attorney.
That's what I mean. You got to be the worst lawyer in the world. I sue you, motherfucker. And I end up having to pay.
Yeah.
He called himself trying to take down Trump.
Taking down Donnie Dollars.
She gonna go. I guess she gonna have to go back to hoeing. She ain't gonna get as much as she used to get back in the day. They gonna wear her ass out.
Yeah, but Queen, she looking kind of old and raggedy. She ain't the same porn star she was 10 years ago.
That's some throwback shit.
Yeah. Yeah. She got to do the over 65 porn now.
Oh Lord. She doing cougar porn. That's what she doing. She a cougar now. Yep. That old Rick getting wore out right now.
She got all them lines and wrinkles in her face now. She ain't.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Her punani is beat up.
Right, Carlotta, a vintage whore.
Oh yeah, a vintage. Well, how much she gonna get? What, $25 a pop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl gonna be working hard.
She done made all her money she gonna make now.
Yeah, girl toe up now. She don't.
Same
as she did years ago.
Yeah, she might. The best she could probably do, Lisa, is latch onto a sugar daddy that's blind.
But that be messed up though. They especially them white ones. They always age terribly. Them white porn stars. What's her name? Because what's her name? She was on Young Turks and was talking about how she was with Tupac one time. What's it? Nina Hartley. That's her name. That bitch looked like somebody's grandmother name.
Yeah.
I said, good Lord.
Lord.
Well, there's still hope for Stormy Daniels. Hell, she can do midget porn.
Nah. You know what she gonna do? She gonna do a celebrity proof smooth porn where somebody gonna be looking like Donald Trump. I guarantee.
Well, she would put herself in a situation.
Make money off of it because white people gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Her interest jumped back up because she was doing motherfucking appearances at strip clubs and shit again. They, white folks, they for some reason they love shit like that. You get a research. Why you think Monica Lewinsky's so fat now?
Well, and look at what Donald Trump paid her, $130,000. That must have been one hell of a damn pussy.
Wait a minute, Lisa. 11 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's what they paid
$1,000 all the many times for her old ass coochie.
Well, she said he wasn't all that hot in the bed.
I was about to say, well, Lisa, it's actually not old coochie when you older than her.
I don't know. They age like dogs. They age like dogs.
The one that got me, Lisa, is when you said some of them they punani is cold. I said, oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what these men be saying. They said, it was unlike anything they ever felt before. That white bitch is cold.
Yeah, you go up in her.
You know what I found out last night? Every time they go to motherfucking space, white folks, they catch herpes.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah.
They sure do.
But still want to go.
Last night I watched that video. That video had me rolling, Mike. I said, these motherfuckers is catching herpes in space.
And the thing is, when we go in space, we actually get stronger. Did you ever see the information on that? Yeah, we get stronger from space travel.
Yeah, they lose bone density. We gain bone density.
We actually gain strength and everything.
In fact, last year, one of our little royals, he was about 12. He got struck by lightning, and they asked him how he felt. He said, "I feel like Superman." He said, "I feel really strong."
Scared the hell out of white folks.
It turned to black lightning. Now that motherfucker flying around, robbing dope strips like a motherfucker. There ain't no dope where he live at. He done robbed everybody. Yeah.
But they synthetic, so that's why the sun attacks their ass when they step outside. They synthetic, and the sun's supposed to do what it's supposed to do. Even when these white people, and I've seen it with my own eyes. I know some probably have seen it. Even when it's snowing, they get sunburn. I said, damn, they can't win for losing. They got to put that shit all on their nose and everything. They out their skin, and then just a little bit of that sun just peeking out while they snowing, they getting burnt.
Nasty.
It's synthetic.
Motherfucker white dudes still asking me about Chicago, talking to me about Chicago. I did a video earlier. Motherfucker white dudes was trolling me. Why don't you say something about Chicago, nigga? So I said something about Chicago. I said, Yeah, Chicago so bad that Jussie Smollett had to pay some black dudes to whoop his ass. But you want me to believe that the motherfuckers getting killed every weekend? No, that's the police.
That's Oregon.
It's the cop's fault that he got off.
Yeah, running their mouth too much, leaking out
They
shit.
were leaking all kinds of stuff out. It's their fault.
They can't. When they all came out, all the top brass, you would have thought they probably had solved probably 100 crimes, something real big. And I said, what is this all about? All this dog and pony show and stuff. And like Mr. Superboy said, they just they got too braggadocious, and now the mayor of Chicago is angry. You should see it. He wants to fight physically. And I'm like, you disingenuous bitch.
Go see your police department because they're the ones that botched everything up.
I don't look at it a little different. I'm like CH38, my partner. That gay mafia is real. God damn, that nigga got off. Hey, mafia ain't nothing to play with now.
Yeah, but they were the ones going to the press leaking everything. Instead of letting the prosecutor handle the case once they arrested him, they should have just backed away and let the prosecutor handle the whole thing. But they kept coming and leaking a little more out there and putting more out there and leaking this out to the public. It's their fault.
They're gonna make damn sure that something gonna stick. 16 charges. Something gonna stick. They dropped them all, and then he was whining, and they sealed everything.
Yeah.
So, that's what y'all get. Y'all need to do some real fucking police work and stop playing.
Got right. And Chicago, y'all, got the worst crime solving record in the entire country. Now, what does that tell you? Okay, that department ain't shit.
That means every cop need to be fired. None of them good, obviously.
So they
if I told you I had a basketball team that made 25% of their shots, you'd be like, them motherfuckers suck. If I told you I had a barber who 25% of the time you're gonna have a good haircut, you would never go to that motherfucker.
Right.
That's right.
If I told you it was a grocery store that 25% of the time got food, you want that bitch closed down. So why, when there's motherfuckers who are in charge of making sure you okay, and they can only solve about at best 20 to 25% of the shit going on, why do we still have them?
Right. Right. Now, okay, go ahead. Hello?
That was LVZ was talking, not me.
Did you just drop LVZ?
Oh no, I said they're not effective. That's all.
Oh yeah. No, they're not. I mean, come on. All them shootings going on, and first of all, there's no camera rolling, but there's cameras all over Chicago. And number two, when it comes down to solving crimes, they can't solve nothing. Got the worst record in the country. And aren't they one of the first police forces to ever be in America, formed in America? And you doing the worst out of everybody?
Yeah, now they dragging the prosecutor. And one thing that we all know is like what LVZ is talking about, he's talking about 25%. When it comes to the black man, they're not trying to help the black man win on anything.
That's right.
On anything and stuff. No way. They don't care if you got money. Bill Cosby sitting in jail and stuff. So they don't care about that. You know, now they trying to act like they giving this dude more power than he didn't even know he had. That he had somebody in his back pocket and he finagled this and he finagled that and stuff. No, they're not trying to do that. They will suppress evidence first.
Yeah.
Before look at we always hearing about somebody almost every other month being in jail forever, and then they all of a sudden they done found suppressed evidence and they got to let them out of jail. And it can be something frivolous, but they're gonna make sure they damage you in such a way. So That goes back like to the Michael Jackson thing when the FBI investigated him twice. They don't give a fuck about us. They want to see us sink. So now they dragging the prosecutor. The prosecutor, they just such whiny bitches.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah. I would be that reporter throwing up in the face about Laquan McDonald and Jason Van Dyke and all of those things. That's what you throw up in their face when they out there having their dog and pony shows. You keep that in their face.
Yeah. Well, I got some more details on Michael Avenatti. Okay. So this came out in the New Yorker. And that was actually today. So the 9 wildest details from the criminal complaints against Michael Avenatti. And when you look at the things this man did, how the hell did he keep his law license?
Because the thing is, Lisa, the stuff that you're getting ready to present, like my husband said, they been knew this motherfucker was a criminal. Yeah. And letting him do what he was doing.
Nothing new, y'all. This is nothing new, for real. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So we already know this is probably going to be another very high-profile case. So on Monday, Michael Avenatti and that Mark Garados, he's also charged too. On Monday, U.S. attorneys in New York and Los Angeles charged Stormy Daniels' former attorney with extortion, bank, and wire fraud. Through the LA charges were fairly mundane. Avenatti allegedly hid from the IRS some $800,000 in money made from his coffee business. Now, he got a business in California and another one in Washington, I believe, in Seattle. The extortion charge in New York involves the attorney attempting to blackmail Nike over its alleged practice of paying NCAA recruits to attend schools they sponsored. Well, see, now that you got caught extorting, who's going to care about that? I mean, seriously, who's going to care about what Nike did? And you blackmailed them.
Shit, they need to pay them students.
Yeah. But IRS is the same motherfuckers that let Wesley Snipes get thrown up on. They was harassing his ass over his IRS bill, but they try to let this motherfucker off the hook. Man, fuck out of here.
On Monday, Avenatti was arrested in New York just minutes after tweeting that he would hold a press conference tomorrow to disclose a major high school, college basketball scandal perpetuated by at Nike that we have uncovered. But in his tweet, he did not mention that he allegedly attempted to extort the company out of some $26.5 million in exchange for staying silent. What made him think a big giant corporation like Nike was going to just go along with his threats? I mean, he's really a nobody attorney. Man, you couldn't even get money for a hoe. So, I mean, that says a lot right there. U.S. Attorney Nicola T. Hanna said that the bi-coastal cases are unrelated, though prosecutors in California and New York worked together to arrest Avenatti and carry out search warrants simultaneously. Below are 9 of the most staggering details from the criminal complaints in New York and Los Angeles. So, let's see. Yeah, here they are. All right, so he wanted $25 million retainer from Nike and a $1.5 million payout for his client. All right, so the FBI was involved in investigating the cases in both states, New York and California. So they had to have a lot of juicy detail on this dude because they arrested him like it was nothing. Okay. Avenatti's co-conspirator is reportedly Mark Garados. And just think about it. These two were both on TV. You know, they were both on TV giving commentary.
Yep.
And Mark Garagos, he represented Colin Kaepernick and Jussie Smollett. And who knew he was in on the conspiracy, y'all? So Avenetti's co-conspirator is Mark Garagos, the lawyer who represented Colin Kaepernick in his recent settlement collusion case against the NFL.
The dude who told him to settle, probably.
Exactly. Yep. Garagos also represented Kaepernick in his contract negotiations with Nike, which made him one of the company's highest paid football players. As the Times states, Garagos, CNN contributor, because he was always on there talking about
something. Well, he gonna get off because that's too much money. I don't see where he even need to even do that. He done made enough money. He's successful.
Yeah. So he was a CNN contributor and has a client list that included Michael Jackson, Winona Ryder,
yeah,
Scott Peterson,
yeah,
and recently Jussie Smollett, the actor accused of fabricating a racist anti-gay attack. And well, that's done. You know, he was free of all those charges. As of Monday afternoon, Garagos was reportedly dropped as a commentator by CNN. Okay, so Avenatti to Nike, I'll go take $10 billion off your client's market cap. So he was threatening to drop their stock by $10 billion. I'm not fucking around like he's some mobster. Okay, I mean, seriously, man. Avenatti to Nike, a few $1 million. Does it move the needle for me? Well, he was just going all in, wasn't he?
Hey, Lisa, and you know what Nike said? Just do it, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm telling you, boy. So, Avenatti asked an attorney, this was a Nike attorney, if he ever held the balls of the client in your hand where you could take $5 to $6 billion off of the market cap. Oh, he was just talking all kinds of shit, wasn't he?
And the thing is with that too is he's getting the backlash from messing with those Republicans and Donald Trump. They couldn't really do too much to him because he was in the right, and they caught Michael Cohen's little crusty ass. So because he copped and flipped and all that, he was able to run his mouth and pull stunts. But they ain't forgot about him. And let's remember who snatched him up. He got snatched up by the feds. Okay? And these people, this guy, you know, when it comes to the Department of Justice and even that IG dude that is he's a stooge for Trump, and we see that right now, okay? And making sure that they dotting, they crossing their T's and dotting their I's when it comes to some of these people out here that are still running around here doing this old crooked bullshit. How can he really want to? Even down to that damn, who's that boxer Pulev, all right? And he was having an interview, and he decided to grab the woman he was interviewing and kiss her in her mouth.
Oh,
you're not Trump.
Yeah,
you ain't Trump. You're not him. I'm sorry. Maybe you thought you were for a moment because you're Russian or whatever. You know, you thought you was him. You know, that man is about to be facing all types of charges or what have you. Okay, for that.
You know what? Reading this, Lisa, it gives me the impression that so far what you read, he probably shook down some little lightweight company before and got him a chunk of money. We wouldn't be surprised if people start, since he locked down now, people start coming out the cracks, some little business, and he didn't extorted them like that. He was desperate for money, because when I seen his ex-wife is on his shit. Ooh.
Hey, but look, I'm still lunching on. What did he say, Lisa? Have you ever what?
Okay, where was I when I?
He say, have you ever did what?
Oh, he said Avenatti asked. He was asking a Nike lawyer. Avenatti asked an attorney if he ever held the balls of the
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. That is the gayest shit ever. I didn't look he holding balls. Like when you was Ted Cruz there a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm telling you, right?
So who else let somebody just hold their balls? Nah, you ain't holding no. You ever held the ball? Nah, I ain't. Other than mine, champ, I ain't never held no ball. What's wrong with you?
This guy,
this shit gets worse. Wait till Lisa read the rest of this stuff. I've already read it.
He's the moist mobster.
He was talking shit.
He's the moist mobster. Have you ever tickled a man's sack with you? No.
Oh, Lord. You funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Okay. And Nike. I don't want to hear about a delay unless somebody was killed in a plane crash. I mean, he was just all hyped up on shit. Avenatti and his co-conspirator agreed to meet with Nike on Monday, March 25th, and they set his ass up. They set him up, stating that he would hold a press conference on Tuesday if his demands were not met. If this is him talking shit, if this is not papered on Monday, we are done. I don't want to hear about somebody on a bike trip. I don't want to hear that somebody's grandmother passed away or the dog ate my homework. I don't want to hear none of this going to go anywhere unless somebody was killed in a plane crash. Oh, he's just talking all kinds.
Oh, he was on one.
Oh, big gang shit.
Yeah, he was talking cash Ron O'Neal shit to those people. Okay? He must have had a slick back while he was talking that type of shit to the cash to him.
He must have watched The Godfather before he talked to Nike.
He snorted him a line of coke, sipped him some wine.
He snorted some damn cocaine and got the right way to write the letter. Who wrote that goddamn letter?
And look, that's what he did now. He said, let me grab these balls. All right, you ever held the ball? I don't want to hear any of this bullshit about my money ain't coming. The only way my money ain't coming is unless somebody dies in a fucking crash and you wake him the fuck up and you get him my money.
I wonder what was so
motherfucking Avenatti over here, the moist mobster. I'll grab your balls and shake them around in my hand. You're moist like.
I wonder what was so pressing on his ass that he needed that money ASAP. Something was on his ass when he wanted that money. He just lost it.
He was in debt. But Avenatti's Monday turned out a little differently. He was arrested minutes after tweeting about a press conference to announce Nike's alleged. So they set his ass up.
Yeah, because look, you know what he did? He called, he said, look, you're going to have my fucking money, or that jump man, that Jordan. Yeah, when I break his fucking knees, he won't be able to jump so high. All right. You're going to wake up with LeBron James' hairline if you don't give me my fucking money.
Oh, Lisa, let's leave this out. Why we don't see these people's
where's Michael Avenatti's mugshot?
Who?
Yeah, where's the mugshot?
Michael Avenatti's mugshot. He got where's his mugshot?
Why was that his mugshot where like somebody and beat his ass?
Are you in a jail cell? What the hell are you? Where are you at, Santee? It sounds like you in a hallway.
Hello?
It sounds like you're in a hallway, Santee.
I mean, you know I'm at work.
Oh, well, you gonna have to get closer to your phone. That shit ain't working. You sound like you got kidnapped. Stop.
Oh, I would have loved to see, they selectively be leaving these mugshots out.
Yeah,
you know?
right. Right?
They'll throw a black man's mugshot out in a heartbeat.
I'd love to see Mike Avenetti's bald-headed mugshot.
I would have loved, Lisa. I would have loved to see his ass get arrested when he thought that he was gonna go do this press conference and stuff. I know his heart sunk to his.
He was crying like a pussy. He was that shit. I bet too. Look, cause
all that shit.
These fuckers are gonna have my. Oh God, the police! I didn't do anything. I didn't know. I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, you know now. Your ass know now.
Yeah,
all that big shit, and they recorded it too.
They sure did. You know? And they let him put that tweet out there just to make sure he was up.
Yep. He did himself in. He did it, and I'm glad. He was fucking around with R. Kelly. That was none of his fucking business.
Right.
And then just threw everybody off, and then it's just karma just caught up with his ass.
Sure did.
That motherfucker telling on everybody. Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon have a thing going on. I just didn't. That's not gonna get your ass off.
He can tell on everybody he want. His ad, they gonna hold his feet to the fire the way he was doing what he was doing.
You know he was fucking with Trump. Trump girl called one of them judges he put in there.
Oh Lord.
Give that fucking bastard. Give that wop bastard.
You know, when he got arrested, Don Jr. was laughing about it.
I know, goofy looking motherfucker.
Trump can't stand his ass.
Yeah, he been a thorn on his side for a minute.
Yeah, don't laugh too hard. You going to jail too, goddammit. You better not be laughing too goddamn hard.
According to the New York Times, prosecutors in New York said their investigation began only last week and was complete in days, showing just how legally exposed Avenatti was in his alleged extortion attempt. His first contact with Nike was on March 19th. Just 6 days later, he was under arrest. Hey,
Lisa, did you just tell me this nigga wasn't even a gangster for a week?
No, just a 1 week gangster.
No, he wasn't. He was a 6-day guy.
Man, he been watching too many movies.
Lisa, are you talking to me about a half dozen gangsters? I'm Michael Avenatti, the moist mobster. Half dozen gangster over here. 6 fucking days of hell. That's what you're gonna go through, Nike, if you don't give me my fucking money, cause I'm holding balls and tickling feet. What the fuck? Hey, look, when he about to go, he'll be holding plenty balls in his jaws.
And he talking all that shit. He showed his desperation.
He was probably crying when he got arrested and said, "Don't put me in Gen Pop. Don't put me in Gen Pop. I don't have no money. I don't have no money. All I can afford is a public defender."
The Aryan Nation Bama's gonna rape him. Hey, Mikey, come over here and touch the spaghetti.
Put him in the same cell with R. Kelly. Let them just, hang out for a minute.
R. Kelly gonna speak of that.
R. Kelly can get out of jail. He got fans that are looking after him.
That's right. That's right.
He ain't got no damn body.
R. Kelly gonna look out and say, I would sit here and whoop your wild ass. But I just made bail, so I'm a pass. Yeah, R. Kelly.
I would kick him on the way out the cell. Something would have to be done. Shit.
Oh, shit.
In the Los Angeles case, Avenatti filed bogus tax returns from 2011 through 2013 to obtain loans from an FDIC bank in Mississippi. Yep, he got $4.1 million in loans on fake tax returns.
Damn.
Hey, gangster, hook these up over here. I'll call my guy. It's Mikey Avenatti over here. Hook up my taxes. Do it Trump style.
Yeah. This is Michael Avenatti, the broke gangster. All right. So the LA criminal complaint states that Avenatti provided People's Bank in Biloxi, Mississippi, with false federal personal tax returns from 2011 to 2013. Although Avenatti never filed personal tax returns for the 2011, 2012, and 2013 tax years.
Straight ass crook.
Biloxi police snatched little Boosie chains. Hell, they were trying to make that money up. That damn man done stole.
Without a gun.
Another guy got hit up by the dandelion Don over here.
Said I ain't fucking around. Y'all gonna
the Koi Capo. The Koi Capo. Is this a Koi Capo?
I still can't get past somebody. That little peon thought he was gonna fight them high-powered lawyers.
A sugar butt soprano. Are you serious? This is the sugar butt soprano. I'm gonna hold your balls. Nike. Nike. The sugar butt soprano is gonna hold your balls until you give me your money. Motherfucker said, just do it.
Well, my question, what mob family was he from? The bitch Avenattis?
Yeah, it had to be. He was on his own. But he had to be, and that dude had to be on something because the way Nike is set up on an international level, they got lawyers all over the world. What the fuck?
This little dude thought he was going to pull off the heist of the century.
Yeah, talking about I'm going to make y'all lose billions. You know? Oh, he was in his feelings.
Hey, you know what? He from the Cabrera family. I'm Michael Avenatti from the Cabrera family over here.
The Cabrera. You know what?
The dandelion Don over here.
Easy. I had to listen to it twice. When I listened to Mr. Superboy talk about his ass, Superboy was laughing so hard. He was laughing. He was tickled. That's like Lisa did a video like that, I think like last week. I said, is Lisa there? Because it was like a long pause. Some of these people make you laugh how they get down. But that was what Superboy came out singing. I told you so. I told you so, boy.
You know, and the thing is, you know, he's a crime boss and there's no family, right?
No.
This dude is lame.
No backup.
Yeah, Avenatti allegedly cashed his client's settlement money. This is the paralyzed guy. Told the client the money never came and used it to pay for business expenses of his coffee brand Tully's.
Oh, that's a low down motherfucker.
Criminal complaint in January 2018, 2 months before filing a lawsuit against the president on behalf of Stormy Daniels' whole ass. Avenatti arranged for a $1.5 million settlement to be transferred to a newly opened attorney trust account. The complaint states rather than transfer his client's portion of the settlement proceeds to his client, Avenatti used the entire $1.6 million for his own purposes, including to pay for expenses related to G-Bus, the company that operated as Tully Coffee. Avenatti allegedly lied to his client, claiming that the settlement payment was not due until March 2018. When the deadline passed, Avenatti led his client to believe that the $1.6 million payment had never been received.
Wow.
Your money will show up. That
dude don't have a conscience at all.
Did that to a man that was paralyzed.
That's right. That's how I got him. I held his balls until his legs didn't work.
Lisa, did you get an opportunity to look at those court papers? How he that article where he even stopped paying for his son's medical. That dude don't care.
He tried to file bankruptcy and the bankruptcy court threw it out.
Oh, and then he tried to imply that his ex-wife, she was crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
And then he got caught up with domestic violence and he threw some girlfriend out of his apartment, and it was some domestic violent dispute.
Yep.
Fucking bored out of here. I'm the head of the Cabrera family. Bored out of here.
You're making me think, LVZ. The reason why he threw her out of that place is shit.
Why you thinking? It should be no thought.
No. It's just I'm thinking some other stuff.
No. What I'm saying is it should be no doubt. He's the head of the Cabrera family.
But they need dope. They need dope to even function,
Yeah, he was off it. He started. But look, I would say, look, everybody that had a tough guy moment, but I ain't never mentioned grabbing another man's genitals.
Yeah, but see, Michael Avenatti is broke. Usually them crime boss, they can snort cocaine. He was snorting dust out of his carpet.
That's a greedy motherfucker there. That's really greedy. All right? You gotta get your nose all the way down to the asphalt because you ain't got no. Where's the Stormy Daniels money at?
Yeah, well, and thing is, he couldn't afford crystal meth, so he was sucking on some ice cubes out of his refrigerator. His drug habit is on a budget. Okay?
Right. Hey, look, listen. You know why he started doing that? Because the gas got cut off. At first, he used to just he'd cut the gas off and blow out the fire and just sniff the fumes and get high.
Yeah.
It gives you a fucking rush. What you do is you sniff. And then what you do, you grab a gerbil and then you grab somebody's balls.
Just how they make lines of cocaine and then they snort it. He was just making lines out of the dust from his carpet and snorting that.
That's a filthy motherfucker right there, man. That's just disgusting. Okay. I don't even want to think what was going on with him and Stormy Daniels. Okay. I don't want to analyze. I don't want anything. Okay. Where's this Stormy Daniels money at?
He took her money. He
took her. Yeah, he didn't.
Her money.
Look, I gypped the board. I took the fucking bread.
That's how big this shit is. You think the pollen is on him? These people gonna come out the cracks on this motherfucker. Just watch.
She said in the coming days she's gonna leak more information.
Well, there you go. You messing with Nike? Like, come on, like you hear it say, do you know who you fucking with? You don't know who you fucking with?
Yeah.
Right. Some people ain't gonna say nothing to you. You might get slapped in your mouth randomly by somebody you don't know because you don't know who you're fucking with.
Right now, you got lawsuits against the paralyzed dude that you ripped off, and Daniel's getting ready to drop some jewels on your ass, and now Nike's going to make sure they prosecute this whole damn thing to the fullest extent.
And no telling what your ex-wife is saying behind the scenes.
And all of y'all know better. The only reason this shit coming out, because he fucked with Nike. We wouldn't know the other shit. We didn't know the other shit. And so he fucked with Nike.
The IRS is probably going to come after him now, too.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look, it's some companies in this country you can't fuck with.
No, you can't.
It's like Nike. It's like Disney. You can get your fuck with YouTube. Won't even fuck with Disney. They know Disney will take their shit off. They will YouTube will Disney will buy YouTube. We'll be doing this show on Nickelodeon. Like
that's what I'm tripping off of. That's a hell of a balls to come after Nike. Like they got international lawyers. Shit.
All right, we're almost at the end. Avenatti may have hid $800,000 in coffee money from the IRS and created an environment in which employees felt pressure to stay quiet. Damn.
What?
His own damn employees. According to the LA criminal complaint, there is probable cause to believe that Avenatti took a number of affirmative cautions to obstruct an IRS collections action relation to G-Bus's unpaid payroll taxes by, among other things, lying to an IRS officer and instructing employees to deposit over $800,000 in cash from Tully stores into bank accounts associated with a separate entity to avoid liens and levies by the IRS.
Wow.
A number of former G-Bus employees have expressed concerns that Avenatti might attempt to retaliate against them if he learned they were cooperating with the government's investigation.
Whoa, whoa.
Employees.
Whoa. He probably was talking that crazy shit to them. I ain't fucking around.
I ain't fucking
I'm not fucking with any of you. Let me let you fuck slow now. I'll grab the balls of every man in here. If anyone says anything, all right? You'll be a fagarelli for the rest. It's one way in, one way out. The new way, fagarelli.
And look at the picture. He look like he's talking shit in the picture.
Don't he look like he will? I'll smack him. Who is scared of this little small, mealy mouth fuck?
His arrogance. You can see his arrogance on the picture. Yeah. Little motherfucker.
I will. And look, typical. Look, this motherfucker was really stuck in the Godfather ways, though, y'all.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Think about what he was doing. He was hustling coffee money on the side. Ain't that what they used to do? Yep. The olive oil money to launder what money they was doing on this. But he wasn't doing nothing on the side. But he was a con artist. Mm-hmm. He just was a con artist.
Yeah, and you know what? I bet you when they arrest his ass, he immediately asked to be confined. He do not want to be in Gen Pop at all. Just
hell, he cried like a bitch too.
The bitch came out of him instantly.
But he don't have no money. So who's gonna keep him out of Gen Pop?
Nobody. Right.
Keep him out of
oh, wait.
Remember, he got a public pretender. Who gonna keep him out of that?
Right. And he's so nasty, ain't nobody gonna give him no damn commissary. He probably ain't gonna get no commissary from people.
Ooh, he gonna be eating that slop.
And damn, Garagos, you went down. I see what Garagos had something to do with it now. Garagos negotiated the Nike deal. They probably know each other. He knew Garagos did that. He told Garagos he had a beef with him. And then Garagos like, fuck it, I get some extra money out of Nike. I'd help push. But
now he gonna have to give sex to the inmates in order to get money.
Yeah.
He gonna have a whore to get some money behind bars.
And you know what's fucked up? Garagos gonna be fine. Garagos could go to Gen Pop. Hey, look, Garagos could go to Gen Pop. You know that. He done got enough black people off that was big name with you'll go, oh no, that's my it's gonna be black dudes in there in jail. Anybody that done been in a holding cell or no, they'll be like, oh, that's Garagos right there. You don't know Garagos. Niggas be talking about lawyers in jail like they motherfucking all-star basketball. Oh, you don't know what? You don't know Fit Man? Man, he got everybody on.
Now he gonna have to be a bitch behind bars to get some commissary.
Watch me call down here to Joe Valerio. Hey Joe, I need a hand. Michael Avenatti over here. Mikey, you grabbing balls still. Have you stopped, you fruity bastard?
Yeah, and Mikey, when you get done with him, come in my cell.
Hey, that fuck really passing his ass around like an icy.
Pass around, bitch, in the jail.
They gonna be passing Michael Avenatti around like a shank.
Yeah.
and they taking that chicken tray on Fridays. Every Friday he gonna give up that chicken tray. You damn right. Your sweaty meat sandwiches, every goddamn thing. Shit on the shingle, you gonna pass everything. Your rock wallers, your juice in the bag, let me get all of that. Okay, and you sit there. Whatever I don't eat, goddamn it, then you might can eat, goddamn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gonna be a real soprano behind bars.
The sugar butt soprano, the 6-day gangster. I had coffee money by the 100,000s. Motherfucker, you owe people by the millions.
Right, the IRS might take all of that commissary.
Right.
He gets $2, they gonna take that.
That don't make no sense. Hey, Lisa, so he cheated on his taxes about 800,000 he made to the point where he owed millions of dollars. This shit is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, a crime boss that's bad with money, right?
See, hey, look, let me tell y'all something. He might not even get that long. Look, I heard a white dude say the other day, right? He went to the bank and they was like, you need another loan? He was like, yeah. He was like, well, why not pay off the other one? And then he was like, why would you do that? And they gave him another loan, even though he was like, I was like, God damn, they just do that for white people. All they got, hey, we trust your shit. Yeah, we'll give you more money. Go blow it. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to invest. And if they blow it, oh well.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, he can't even make bail, y'all. He can't make bail, and he got a public defender. That right there, he's pretty much screwed.
When he get up, his neck gonna look like Roland Martin. Shit.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
Lisa, what is his bail set at?
It don't have the bail listed.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they set one for him.
I guess it don't even matter at this point, huh? He ain't got no money anyway.
And plus, I mean, do you really think them Nike attorneys are going to let him have bail after what he did?
No.
You know, they might not even allow that.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
You know, his mealy mouth self might get out and start talking shit again. You know, they gonna have to keep him in.
Hey, he's going to get in front of every camera available and start talking some crazy shit.
At this point, Trump can't even stand his ass. Trump may be objecting to him getting out.
Wait a minute. What do they got here?
When you this kind of lawyer, right? The only other thing you could have to offer is some out of the way shit. And when I mean that, some shit we don't even like suspect him to be in.
He's in such bad shape, y'all. If they did give him a bail, he'd probably have to put it on the layaway plan.
No bullshit.
He can't get out.
The bail bondsman to come get his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, I think yeah, he was released after posting a 300,000 bond, and he just did his first interview talking about he's scared. Here, I'm gonna send this to you, Lisa. I'm gonna send this to you.
Oh yeah, let me see that.
Here, yeah.
Oh, he got out?
Yeah, he's out.
And he's scared.
He's talking about he's scared. He's scared.
He got damn right. I told you he was crying like a bitch. I told y'all they caught him. He was crying like a bitch. That motherfucker snot. Talking that man, I'm Michael. I'm not even that bad a guy. I'm Michael Avenatti over here. Let's see. A minute ago.
Did you get it, Lisa?
I'm opening it right now.
Okay.
I'll make it crying like a bitch.
Motherfucker scared. All that shit.
I was just trying to make a little money. It was Mark's idea. Snitch ass nigga.
Just a few days ago, he was talking big shit on the phone with Nike, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how all these balls he was gonna grab. Shit.
Don't sit there, Michael. I'll juggle your balls. I got big hands. Big old hands.
You should see the demeanor on his face now.
That motherfucker.
Wait till Lisa show that shit.
That motherfucker looked like a Catholic priest that got caught. No. That mother look like a Catholic priest that got caught right now.
Come on, he's scared.
Oh, Lord, I have seen.
Oh, I gotta pull over. Shit.
I want to see this shit. Hey, where is this shit?
All right, here, I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see this. It's still coming up.
Little bitch, first thing come out of his mouth, I'm scared.
Well, you weren't scared when you were talking all that shit with Nike.
I ain't fucking around.
When he was bumping his gums, talking about how he would like his money, you know, and when he wanted, right? And they ran through the back door, goddamn it, and told him to kiss the ground.
Hey, Sassy, that nigga got all Snoop on the nigga. I want my chips with dip. He was talking gangster shit. He was all in favor. Next time those folks talking, shut the fuck up, man. He said all the shit. He been
watching way too many movies. Way too many fucking movies.
That's why I said he sounded like he watched The Godfather before he got on the phone with Nike.
He was talking so much shit, he had suds hanging from his bottom lip. He was talking bad shit.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So Michael Avenatti to CBS in first interview since arrest. I'm scared. All right.
Attorney, you've counseled people before that are facing serious allegations.
Are you kidding me?
You're being charged with very serious crimes. You're facing, if convicted on all of these charges, up to the rest of your life in prison. Are you nervous?
Well, of course I'm nervous.
Are you scared? Are you concerned? I mean, tell us, I guess, as someone who, again, has a history of representing people, and now you're on the other side, facing some serious charges.
I am nervous. I'm concerned. I'm scared. I feel terrible for my family. I feel bad for my friends. Most people are sticking by me. They believe in me. They know what I'm all about. So I've been very fortunate in that regard. But sure, I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm all those things. And if I wasn't, it wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but your friends are letting you get the public defender. What kind of friends are concerned about you when you got to get a public defender?
Little punk motherfucker.
Oh no, they are sticking by him. They just not putting no money on him.
Oh
yeah.
Oh no.
He's nervous and concerned, and
yeah. Usually you see him just brash, his checks all stuck out.
Yeah,
talking shit,
talking all flippant and shit. Yeah. Yes, he's nervous and scared, y'all.
Remember, he was on TV talking shit, calling Michael Cohen a thug.
Yes.
Because the Michael Cohen's a thug. He's a thug. He's a thug. Look, now Michael Cohen the shit, and he going to jail. Both of them going to jail. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, be sitting up in there chilling. He gonna do more time than Michael Cohen. Way more time.
That you know they need because he was talking so much shit. His ass deserves to be in Gym Pop. No federal prison. Gym Pop.
Dirty. I can't wait till they pull out that full interview. I'm gonna love to hear that one.
I'm sure it's coming because you know this made big news.
Yeah.
It really did. This made big news.
Now all of a sudden he sound like them dudes that be in prison. Oh, I'm concerned about my family. You didn't give a fuck about your family. All you gotta do is read them court documents.
Oh yeah, I'm concerned about my family, all right. I'm concerned about the Cabrera family. Because we're going to jail.
Because you know when the case comes up for him, Trump gonna be all over Twitter on this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know Trump don't let nothing go. He gonna be all on Twitter over this one.
No, he can't help himself.
What state is this happening in?
Oh, he got arrested. He got charges on him in both New York and California.
He might be all right. The judges in New York. That's why.
But he can't afford no drugs.
Nah, he can't afford nothing. But the judges in New York probably know him. You know, they all know each other.
Yeah.
He get the right judge. The public defender could work that. If he get the right judge, he could be all right in New York. Yeah. Now, California might want to fuck him up because they want to make a statement. Because if you get one of them racist counties like Simi Valley, and I know everybody like, well, shit, everywhere in California. No, it's some spots in California where white people still racist against white people.
Well, they don't look too favorable down on, what he did to the paraplegic. That's,
yes. And that's I say they might barbecue his
and then all the shit with the IRS, and then he threatened his employees. They even telling on him it's gonna be more shit coming out on him. Yeah, that's why he's scared.
Yeah, that's the audacity of this piece of shit. So you done ran around this world doing all this fucked up shit to people, right?
Right.
And you still running your mouth, bucking up in people's faces, thinking you about to extort somebody. And Nike at that. Come on, I understand you won a victory over the president. That guy's retarded, okay? He don't know his ass from his elbows. But you picking with folks that's just going to nod their head and pretty much just look, oh, okay, all right, yeah, you got it. Hey, don't worry about it. All right, now you're scared. Okay, now you have a public defender. Now you feel some type of remorse. You should have just quit while he was ahead. All right, it's funny. Me and you goddamn IRS or whatever, $20 or whatever, they down your motherfucking throat for their money. Okay, but they damn near lock you up and take everything out your fucking house. You understand what I'm saying? But for these crusty pieces of shit, goddamn, you can commit all types of bank fraud and everything and be 70-something years old and they never come get your crusty ass. So you mean to tell me if he didn't fuck with Nike, then he would have still been running around here owing people money?
Yeah, that's what my husband was saying. They been knew this motherfucker owed money. Been knew what he was doing. They been knew it.
What y'all gotta understand is this deeper than without just fucking with Nike. That's why, let me explain to the people who maybe don't get when I say fucking with Nike, it's like fucking with the industry, especially in America.
Yeah.
See, what people don't understand is when you fucking with Nike and then you fucking with them about their AAU basketball, you fucking with all the high schools that get free Nike gear. You fucking with the colleges and you fucking with endorsements that Nike's paying. And you fucking with the government because Nike is a part of their big stock exchange. So when you extorting them, you extorting the government. So that's why when you called Nike was like, yeah, FBI, this motherfucker want money from us for AAU players. What? Nah. Anything that got anything to do with basketball, y'all good. Who fucking with you? Michael Avenatti. What? Oh, okay. Let me show him. Motherfucker, we been had shit on you. Like y'all said, that's what it. Don't you know we bad shit on you? But now you done fucked up.
Yep.
See the Final Four going on.
They did LVZ. They speed dialed the FBI.
Right. And y'all talking about stores this
on the IRS on his ass. Yeah.
And think about what y'all and tie into what y'all talking to. When I'm talking about revenue, look, y'all talking about stores that's closing. Guess what stores is opening? Nike stores.
Yep.
You talk about stores that's closing. That's what stores closing. White people who don't buy Nikes.
So in that 6-day span, they done pulled up his record, got him set up, and locked his ass up. Boy, that shit was fast.
Yes, because you fucking with Nike. What is wrong with you? Nigga, the Final Four going on right now. Nigga, you don't go sit down, pop open a beer, and mind your damn business. You fucking with Nike, the Final Four going on. Look, Zion just blew out a pair of Nikes the other day. Look, the stock market went up like shit. They said, wait till his shoes come out. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, you ain't extorting them.
Yeah, that's a big entity.
You got the this right. This some shit that's bigger than you. That's why he gonna get barbecued in California because Nike's home base is Oregon.
Yeah.
And when you go back out west, you're gonna get one of them counties that you might get in a liberal county where they pay the money to. Or you might get in one of them counties like Rodney King got in, where they looking to barbecue a nice Italian fella like you. So, hey, and if y'all don't believe it's still motherfucking white folks who make a difference between Italians and white folks, it's still white folks that do that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But think about all these motherfucking companies and all that shit. All of them headed towards a downward trend, so why should I give a shit?
Well, no, Nike ain't headed towards no damn downward trend. That's what I'm telling you. Nike is the motherfucking company that you don't want to fuck with. If all the other companies are headed towards a downward trend and Nike not, they gonna save that. Just like they save white supremacy, Nike is like white supremacy to them. That's still making money for them, and they not gonna let you fuck with that.
Yeah, they making money on buying back their own stock and shit. I don't see too many niggas out there buying their high price shit anyway.
What? You don't see nobody buying Nikes?
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't know where the fuck you the moon.
Oh, they buy a lot of Nikes.
Everybody got Nike. Nigga, my son don't got nothing but Nikes, basically. I ain't got nothing but Nike. Everybody buy Nikes. I'm sorry. Maybe you don't got no Nike. Look at the feet. This phone positive world down here.
I got a pair of Nikes on right now, goddamn.
I'm about to say, Santee, what you got on your feet?
Air Max.
I'm about to say, and you know where we live at, this phone positive world down here. Niggas buy $350 pair of shoes before they buy a car. They still do that. I love them, but I'm gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
So Nike ain't going nowhere.
I mean, I got a black pair of Nikes that I have today.
And I'm about to say, Nike not one of them stupid companies, KD. Nike one of them companies that go, hey, this how we make sure everybody wear. The shit that we don't sell, we'll sell that shit for $60.
Yeah, they show it online. You can buy that shit online. You're right, LBZ.
Yeah.
I got boxes of Nikes.
Right,
never even wore them.
Right, you get LeBrons and all that shit for $60. You just gotta wait them out. And they ain't tripping. They say, look, whatever we don't sell, waste not, want not, motherfucker, we'll put it on triple sale and sell it for what it's really worth.
Yeah.
In Memphis, hell, the shoes they don't sell, shit, you can go right in that distribution center and buy that shit for $25 a pair.
Thank you. I'm trying to tell you, KB. No, nah, fuck with you. Look, don't let the smooth taste fool you. It's still some bastions of money out here. And the reason Nike is like that is like everything else in this world. We say what it is. Right. We the ones that like, look, it ain't nothing cool till we say what it is. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is cool till we will.
Yeah,
everybody wants it.
Setters, definitely. Right. Definitely, that's up.
Yeah. And it be white folks, it be niggas in line buying them goddamn shoes.
Look at how white folk look. I want you to think about something. Look at them old pictures during slavery times. We was in rags and tattered. These motherfuckers did themselves up and still didn't look better than us. And then when we got to finally dress, we used to blow them out the water.
Oh, yes. I love looking at them old black and white pictures and how them brothers and sisters would put them clothes together. Oh, man, they could dress. I love to see some of my relatives I never even met. They you know, and they were poor on top of that, and they dressed like that, impeccable.
And the thing is, you know why black women had to wear them head rags? Because we were sporting them dues that them white women couldn't wear.
That bitch couldn't take it.
Yeah.
And you think about that shit. Look, if y'all don't believe, think about the contrast. You never see a black American Gothic. In other words, Remember, it's a picture called American Gothic, and it's a what? It's a wrinkled old up white man with a pitchfork and an old white lady with a bun and a shovel, right? That's the American Gothic. That's what they said. I said, man, that's a wonders, right? That's a damn. And they in overalls and muddy and dirty. And if you look at all them old pictures, even them old generals. The only time them motherfuckers look presentable is whenever they in a military uniform.
Yeah.
Outside of that, they look like pure shit. And
I love the pictures of seeing them with the white woman. You'll see two different type of white women. Either she was real old looking and skinny, kind of looked like Abraham Lincoln, or she was a fucking ass butterball. Yeah, from one extreme to the next. I said,
hats with them Bama ass hats.
Them women look rough.
Them English dresses they used to wear back in the day in the 1800s, 1700s. They used to put all that padding on, but when a sister wore it, man, they showed her ass and everything. You know, her figure is what I'm saying. So they used to. That's why them white women used to put on all that padding and girdles and shit.
Yeah, trying to have some ass, please.
Yeah.
All that shit. Her ass and her back meet all in one.
Yeah. Book back Becky's.
That's kind. You said her ass and what you call. That sounds like a very uncomfortable situation. You said her ass and back all meet at the same place there?
Just all in one. Ain't no curve nowhere, you know.
Right. Shoulders too. Right.
That's how they men look. They like them to look like boys.
Yep. Yep.
Them book back Becky's. Chest look like she a 13-year-old.
Ooh.
Oh boy. What the fuck? Skinny than a motherfucker. Look like a mosquito. This bitch
Why they never have been the trendsetters for beauty. They talking about they're the beauty standard.
Lord. I know some of these brothers get these chicks, and I call them builder bitches. They build it. They trying to look like a sister. Who was that rapper? Ice-T?
Yeah.
She done bought ass, bought breasts. I mean, all kind of shit.
Boy, lips.
He married her and then tried to build her out like a black woman.
And then got mad because she ran and stroked every black man she could find.
Well, he was telling her to screw them dudes, his partners and stuff.
No, she wasn't telling her to screw AP9 though. He was mad.
He got some feelings now.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Because that was his cruise thing, LVZ. They said they don't have feeling for women, and any women around, if they told them go screw my partner, then she would do it.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about that one though. He didn't tell her to do that. They was showing that all through the bay. He was mad as hell.
You know what tickled me was they had a reality show a few years ago, and her family wanted to have a big meeting with him and stuff. And they were saying that if anything happened to them, they want to make sure they raise the kids. I said, these people so phony. They are so phony. Just because of his bank account, all of a sudden they got love for this black man. Oh,
right. Ice. We want ice. If anything happens to us, we want you to have little Sally Joe and little Bobby. You know, I'd be honored, right? I'd be honored, to raise your kids like they was my own, right?
Lord.
Sit your fake gangster ass down.
So fake. Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about the former mayor of Detroit? He was trying to see if he could get out again.
Oh yeah, Kwame Patrick.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, you watched some documentaries on that. He screwed himself on that one.
Yeah, he pretty much did.
Yes, he did.
But goddamn, how long he got to? Why he got? Come on. How long he got to do?
28 years.
Damn.
He's done 8 so far. But you know what they did? That when they had first let him out of jail, they had got him a little 6-figure job somewhere down in Texas. Got him a nice little house. He wouldn't pay no restitution. And he just happened to be that rare black dude that was born with a silver spoon in his mouth because of his parents. They got rid of his mother. They took her position. That dude screwed himself. And see where he messed up was when he became mayor. He got rid of everybody, the old fogey stogies that knew how the shit worked. You can't get rid of everybody. And then what he did was they were having mansion parties, and it was a couple of brothers, off-duty cops that would do security. He started screwing them. They went and told on him. Then somebody came up dead. A stripper came up dead. And then he was having an affair with this sister. You know, they issue them phones out to them. So they texting each other back and forth. Can't wait to hook up. I said, oh, dude.
This dumbassness.
He was just going on and on.
That's a shame because they said that woman he was married to, that sister, they said she was really nice.
Yeah, he's
very nice person.
Girl,
that court case was going on, you could see the disappointment in her face.
Yeah, she was hurt.
Really? Yeah. She should have been, because he's a dumb motherfucker. He's a dumb motherfucker. That's what this dumb ass get. You out here playing. No, look. You out here playing and you run around here with these white folks, man. You can't be doing what they do. You got to be clean. You got to be Joe Eagle.
Yeah.
You got to be Joe Eagle. For real, you can't have to never smoke no weed. You couldn't never ate no Cocoa Puff cereal. You had none of that. You got to just had 8 motherfucking cornflakes with no sugar the whole time.
Yep, they got it. Yeah.
Look, on this shit, Rice Krispies, and listen to it before you eat it. How they like Rice Krispies.
Screwed up, and they had children too. I think they had about
2 boys.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, it was just really sad because he was all on TV with her, holding her hand, and then he got himself in some more trouble. And people, when you're having affairs, stop texting each other. Shit, damn.
Yeah.
You know, when we gonna hook up, and then they using the government phones that they done issued out for the employees and stuff.
That woman that he was, having the affair with, she didn't give a damn about his wife. I mean, it was a shame. That whole thing.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, because she know he married. I mean, that's quite obvious and stuff. And what make her thought she was gonna have? She really thought they was gonna have some type of long-term relationship. All you're gonna be doing is ducking and dodging, hitting hotels. Good grief.
Yeah, I mean that was really a shame. I felt sorry for her more than anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, we're hitting that 2-hour mark.
I hope Roland don't get upset with you, Lisa. So anyhow,
I didn't even go over to see how many people Roland got, y'all.
I don't think he got a live stream going just yet. But
he usually have one like every 5 minutes.
But he was really happy because he did a little something today.
That breaking news, that Jesse Smollett, that Jesse.
He got one. He got one about Jesse Smollett charges dropped, no hate crime in UMD murder. He got 121 people watching.
Oh shit, Lisa! Oh my goodness!
That's what Roland got, y'all.
No hate crime in the University of Maryland murder.
Yeah.
You see, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Why was it a hate crime? The motherfucker was looking to stab a motherfucker that was black. He saw him with a white. He was part of a white supremacist. Dang. Maryland, boy. I told you. Maryland. I knew it. They only here to lock us up. And that was in Prince George's County.
Yep.
Yep. That's true.
So yeah, look like Roland got his crowd out there.
His crowd.
What happened
The University of Maryland is a tragedy, but this is what happens when you have people like Tariq Nasheed, who is dumb as hell, and you stuck on stupid and doing that bullshit, and you don't vote, and you don't dance with Hillary Clinton.
Right.
There you go.
According to Roland, the new media ain't shit.
I hear these people. They say that I stole their style, but they made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Hey, look, he said he stole a Jay-Z joint on you. True Roll. He said, I heard True Roll said I stole his style, but I made it. She made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. That's what he said.
Yeah. So let me get off of here, and I'm gonna run over there to Roland and hear what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to go. Yeah, I'm about to go be nosy myself because I wasn't even going over there.
Y'all
is here, and I want her gone. Y'all
damn trolls, get the hell out of here! I'm gonna block you.
He gonna send 3 moderators on me, y'all.
You got some moderators? I never see moderators.
I don't know. Is he his own moderator?
I never see.
Yeah, I'm about to say he gonna slip and fall with them damn motherfucking penny loafers he got on and fall into his refrigerator downstairs in the basement.
Yep.
You know, every nigga got a refrigerator in his basement. He gonna run right. He gonna just. I'm gonna block these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Go in the room and say, Roland, hold your neck.
Yeah, he be wearing them damn sweatshirts. He don't have no neck.
Tell that nigga fix his collar.
Right. He put them 4-leg sweatshirts on.
I got on a sweatshirt. I can't fix my collar. Exactly.
Claiming he lost 18 pounds. You would see it somewhere in them sweatshirts. Nowhere.
I lost 36 now.
What?
He said he lost 36 pounds now. 156 people. Let me see. Oh shit, he got 178 and then let me see.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, I'm 179.
They cashing out on this Jesse Smollett situation.
Yeah, that was a hot topic today.
Them people all on CNN going crazy. They're gonna be on there. Don Lemon, Chris Cuomo. Who else? What's the other dude's name?
What you call? Goddamn.
Anderson dude.
Anderson Cooper.
And Cooper.
Yeah, they going. They are in their feelings. They are utterly.
My bad. That's my walkie-talkie. Excuse me.
Okay.
They are in their feelings over this shit.
Yeah.
The fake ass mayor. He is like somebody gut punched him the way he was acting.
Why Kevin God come in there talk about where's my hug? Where's my hug? Where's my hug?
Yeah, Rom and his 9 fingers. He's just gonna have to get over it.
That's messed up. Kevin God over there trolling and shit.
That's how they do us.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they do that to us.
Yeah, and we got to get over it.
All right, y'all. Thank you for coming in the chat. Thank you, everybody on the panel.
Hey, thank you for having us, Lisa.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
I appreciate you, my sister.
It was fun as usual. I'm gonna go over there and hear what Roland is over there gabbing about.
Oh, yeah. I'll be over there to follow you. All right.
Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Shalom.